On a normal day, we would have started the show at 5:30, but the rain wanted to tell us a story that we can't give up talking about flooding in Accra, and that whatever plans we had for this morning, we would have to shelve it because the conversation about flooding in Accra and elsewhere in the country has to be sustained. And so it wanted to show us something small to have a real feel of what people go through when we talk about flooding in Accra. And indeed, this dawn, we experienced it. All three of us, and others at the back end, they all experienced the flooding this dawn. Water levels so high that if you make a mistake to think your car can go through, you get stuck in the middle. And so some of us had to make U-turns along the way, use other routes to get to the office this morning. And I pay we are Akwaba ever happy morning show. So I don't want to be and fan chain, one more money so ya 5:30, na then you know, woman near Shasina, and I pay more fan chain, and ye pay say if I be drew Hanum say near show now I say 6 o'clock. Issue no, actually be a crabby. And in the veteran Hanum say, na woman gana what you getting any bedroom. Now, baby out in important to say, and soon to fitty and rain you mira a homachia, and now no pay a gusua air tono, and ye be out to me die. For some people, from what I saw around Circle, some people there was no sleep. Now, they are sweeping their rooms, they are gathering all the filth that washed into their homes, and they would have been standing with water climbing to their waist level because there's been flooding. Whether it's as a result of our own actions or inactions, whether it's as a result of government's inability to solve the problem of flooding in Accra once and for all, whatever reasons you may attribute, the floods are here. ACP retired Victor Tando, with the road city tidbits in my brain, na afiyedi de obokratano emu ensem abre omamfo wia na yedi enkomo menimsa no pay for most morning show hosts bedru ye metuni ye 1 2 3 4 5 networks anyum and a normal airbo and it told me say they too they have not arrived, and so if we are here it will be necessary for us to talk about our experiences before we got here this morning, and maybe allow you to share your experience with us. I know, for most of you, you are thinking will matters forever and ever. We'll have the time and space for that conversation. The Sir John matter, the will that reveals so much, the will that begs many questions. Why do we formulate the laws, the acts, when we know we won't adhere to them? You better in your home command pay, which made in so into only a few boom. Some idea, you better than Hoba, Eba, na Yashasia, did you medino, Elbroman for Anissa. And you welcome back to the Happy Morning Show. And I pay our Happy 98.9 FM, Nisim 95.9, and a 100.1. Emubia Akwaba. About Jimedino, so Facebook, Twitter, and social Jimedino, Eguswa, a Tregu, our honum, and T. Yamoquaba, say, Onsuno, Udo, a Fidino, a day at 2 Hanum say, and a pay Wabayin, Yedi, and Como. Now, the American said, and a paper in Abba, I a day ever amount for, and a pay El Jimedino, as well. Ramon, Memo Aquaba, and I catch but more than I saw the copy in so. Na headlines no bibia eda ho kama and a pay you be review at the free honum one by one na you movie echo but advice come the ma adwa for and a pay multi and I'm share live on so they say seremo will be a embon ho ban e kwan so uduro na sensu no menia baby and the level no akoduro no ehu kakra anase wodu ani engage na se o tie no a power tie no and the length no more than half and try, Mr. Just park somewhere, text your supervisor in the office to notify the individual saying, and yadia and a pay ubiti abedru on time. and lateness kakra ebebe mu. I am sure that person may understand because the whole of Accra, baby, the major places are in Befa to our workplaces, are flooded, and they would understand. Don't risk it. Don't risk it. A call to your supervisor to indicate that your area is flooded should suffice. But yeah, sure, see, no pay na mema a party anyway mon akwaba abetumi so. Ray, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Bibi aboko.
Nyame adom.
Na party bibi aboko. Uko page ni so wetimi eho na wetimi aye adwuma no. Enti by force. By force. Adwuma de medical catch say obeyo. Medical catch say obeyo. Enti adope ya shase a na Ray ode be shase daily guide na afei no ya fa no 11 na ya to aso.
Daily guide anope say government probes Sir John's Achimota Forest gift. Parliament resumes today. Ghana strikes lithium, and appeals court dismisses Atuasian. 39. Battle for Ashanti NPP regional posts. Way air stories our front page of the Daily Guide anope.
The Chronicle anope we share front page of the Chronicle newspaper stories or no it be any Israeli academics petition their AG. Probe sale of Pegasus to Ghana and no Ewo Honum. Sir John's purported will stokes wildfire. And a government starts engaging stakeholders on flagship U-Start program. We any stories are anope the Chronicle newspaper at the Abraham.
The Finder newspaper. NPA finds 7 companies 1.55 million cedis. Africa depending on foreign portfolio investors dangerous. MTN CEO Enna Eka. AFDB outdoors support for 20 million farmers to avert food crisis. Government engages stakeholders ahead of 10 billion CDU start launch in June. The spice floods, land documents are safe. Deputy Minister Enna Eka. Saso and Ghana teams up with New York Mayor to make Ghana tourism hub of Africa. Ubie paper nimua. Other stories are Ubenyebi Akan say TUC will not take anything below inflation rate. Deputy Secretary General Enna Eka TUC say I'm on fire. Ghana Mozambique sign agreement to deepen cooperation. NPA finds 7 companies in Makindada. Robber shoots fuel station attendant and bolt with unspecified money at Asin Edubiase. Saso and U.S. Dance and Music Exchange Program lands in Ghana. Other stories are Ubenya essay. BOG hikes prime rate to 19%, hopeful of taming rising inflation. Way a year, the Finder newspaper.
Dispatch
Okay.
anope say fight against terrorism in Ghana. Government rolls out See Something, Say Something campaign. NPA finds 7 companies 1.5 million Ghana cedis. Democracy has been good to Ghana, but how good? A feature a paper and we are investigating claims that the late Sir John gifted portions of Achimota Forest. Abu Jinapo. The anchor anope say anti-Ashanti agenda hits NPP General Secretary race. NLE dashes vague digital lotto to new companies. And a dangerous Botiano Hills Wager illegal quarry site shut down. Takwa, Australia begins sister city development journey. When you now air stories and pay the uncle, the Abba.
Daily Guide. 39 battle for Ashanti NPP regional post. Appeals court dismisses Atuasian. Government probes Sir John's Achimota Forest gift. Parliament resumes today. Ghana strikes lithium. And also Ewo Honum. Saso and other stories are Ubenya Ewo paper no essay. Country on red alert and no editorial. Saso and sweltering Delhi get respite after rains and storm. Nigerian police probe beheading of state NP. Iran vows retaliation over killing of IRGC colonel. Minister says poor people won't go to heaven. Ukraine war, Russian soldier jailed for life after murdering an armed Ukrainian civilian in first war crimes trial. And also ewo honum so and other stories are ubenya ewo paper nimu essay. Interest rate now 19%. NPA sanctions 7 oil companies. Diamond Cement rewards distributors. Other stories ewo paper nimu essay. Man gets 150,000 cedi bill for unlawful demolition. 31 compete for Northern Region NPP positions. Court finds woman for transporting we to boyfriend. Ghana issues Lassa fever alert. We air stories are over Daily Guide ubenya akain.
Daily Graphic front page and pay Ghana, Mozambique condemn Russia's invasion of Ukraine and no honum. Ghana ready for mining hub. Jinapo Ena Ekasa Tourism Ministry partner city of New York to grow sector. AFDB launches $1.5 billion food emergency plan for Africa. And this is honoma amount for able to me I can kind be other stories and so Kratano emu ebi any Kenya commended for inclusive 2022 election efforts and also honoma amount for ebenyabi akankan Russian diplomat quits over war in Ukraine. Our Boris Bondarev Nymphony at the Atohonum. UN denounces racist homophobic coverage of a monkeypox and also honoma amount for ebitumi akankan ebi. GCTU unveils 7 new professors and also honoma amount for ebenyabi akankan anopay a Kratano emu ene na elderly in Ghana forgotten or presumed dead and also a peace will be actual honum. Upper East NPP polls 6I chairman position and also honoma Kratano ekawasem. EC inspects offices of political parties from the Samoa Tete Infoni and the Atuhonum. Second meeting of 8th Parliament begins today, and males sought to protect Achimota Forest, Mike Hammer, and Air Kasa Semno. Floodwaters destroy documents of Lands Commission. Our more air dry among Kratano and also one ma among for Benyabi Akai Krobo. ECG customers start prepaid meter usage. Honum and a Tolon SHS shutdown over fire outbreak. Final stories any. Intensify campaign against Galamsey for successful Green Ghana initiative for Chihine and Ekasa $1 billion iron steel plant in the offing and a tourism ministry partner city of New York to grow sector. We need air stories and pay Daily Graphic Eddie Abraham.
Daily Statesman Anope say you start ready for launch as government engages stakeholders. Healthy signs for domestic economy, says Bank of Ghana. Government to inject $200 million to tackle perennial flooding. Forensic experts in Nkoranza to unravel actors behind Donko's death. Ghana Health Service confirms outbreak of Hans virus. And also a story I waha Hans virus in a friend H3N2V, a strain of influenza usually found in pigs, birds and humans. Nina a sema Ghana Health Service Ediaba. Achimota Forest Lands Ministry investigates claims of inclusion in Sir John's will. Also, our paper number was a committee tasked to provide alternative place of abode for students. A fire, a PMO, a Tolon Senior High School, and some way. And stories of Daily Statesman, Diaba, and Opay. The final paper, Ghanaian Times. I will support Ghana to become Africa's tourism hub. New York Mayor, AFDB, offers Ghana $27 million grant to support energy sector. Ghana, Mozambique condemn Russia's invasion of Ukraine. MIIF to invest in lithium salt as it outlines 2022 investment plan. Nina a year in summer paper no adiaba anope. Court orders Dr. Opuni to produce third defense witness. Land agent granted 100,000 Ghana cedi bail for defrauding by false pretense. Now, Takrade pregnant woman asked to file witness statements. Parliament reconvenes today. Nigeria police discover severed head of missing legislator. UN condemns M23 attacks on forces in DR Congo. Otuaso Ewaha. Other stories say Russian assault on key Donbas cities intensify. Government engages stakeholders on UStart as it gets ready to roll out. Does anyone remember Empire Day? No, a year Cameron Dodo feature paper no diaba anope. NPP to break 8-year cycle rule. No, a year Sema member of Parliament for Kwadaso. Dr. Kingsley Nyako Odeatuja. 26 aspirants vie for various positions in Western North NPP. SEC boss advocates integration of West African capital markets. Na SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission. Takwa Inswayem MP supports 5 master tradesmen with sewing machines. OT Minister advises youth against negative practices. Christians urge to condemn moral decadence. Don't look down on children with special needs. Mrs. Chumampofo and Odessa Kowe Aba. Unknown gunmen disrupt funeral in Boku. Final stories are Medibaba and Opay say. Final stories are Ghanaian Times Japa say Ghana marks International Day to end obstetric fistula in Accra. 1 confirmed dead during Saturday's downpour. When you know stories and Opay Ghanaian Times Adiaba.
Yo, yentwaso na yemfa Daily Dispatch stories no ebi embre omam for government fight against terrorism in Ghana. Government rules out see something, say something campaign. NPA finds 7 companies, 1.5 million Ghana cedis. We are investigating claims that the late Sir John gifted portions of Achimota Forest, Abu Jinapo and Ekasa. Democracy has been good to Ghana, but how good? And no air question I want. The Anchor newspaper and I pay almost stories and I pay any anti-Ashanti agenda hit. Okay, I think so. This story has been read.
They are dispatching
I already read dispatch. And then so I've been
and
then sending on.
Flooding
Oh, my sister.
Confused.
My sister.
Bibia
I felt really bad. But now I could present my phone. Now I could present my phone to say, grab my phone. Send me present me trap. I'm here or call up back. And or back. I'm saying, no, I quite targeting me. I have no phone. No, I haven't seen it as well. No, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that video. Anyway, call your website www.happyghana.com. Now, info stories no Ebimbroma for Bank of Ghana increases policy rate. I know El don't let politicians dump sketchy family members into forces. Security agencies advise Ghanaians want to trust the police again. Andy can come and Ekasa. Sir John's Michael Owusu trends on Twitter. Video flashback. Sir John warned chiefs against selling Ramsey sites. And flood water destroys documents of Lands Commission. Payers, we are dying of hunger. NAPCO trainees cry. And NPA sanctions various oil companies. Bringing our stories up. And pay your website.
CityNewsroom.com Anope say government must explain decision to increase acreage ceded to Owu family, Inusa Fuseni and Odessa Kowe Aba. It's too early to assess impact of e-levy, MTN Group CEO. Respect the dead, leave Sir John alone, former aide. We have no records of Sir John We have no record, Sir John owned Achimota Forest Lands Commission. Sammy. Lands Commission, I say,
Yeah.
Do they have any record that Owu family own any land at Achimota Forest? Do they have any record?
So,
No, they don't have it.
Yababaka.
Monetary policy rate increased again by 200 basis points, now at 19%. 2 aspirants disqualified from NPP's upcoming Bono regional elections. Na Otuaso Ewaha. Or say, let's protect our forest resources for future generations. Or Chinhine. Allow Samuel Toby time to recover. Bring your next witness, Opuni told. Ghana Health Service confirms outbreak of Hans virus. Protecting Achimota Forest is a non-negotiable mass action committee. And also a story encroachment of forest covers poses severe threat to Ghanaians. Environmental scientists and Odisa Semwe Atuja. And you start stakeholder engagement commences. Guinness Ghana commissions mechanized solar-powered water facility for Denugu community. And finally, I haven't sold protocol employment slots for Ghana Gas, Elembele, DC, and all this same way about when you know air stories at citynewsroom.com.
Google News. Terrorism attack in Ghana looms. Deputy National Security and Air Kasa Semwe. Accra floods after heavy downpour wreaks havoc. Disturbing press freedom violations continue in Ghana. There might be a coup in Ghana, Owusu Bompa prophesies. Saso and Akoa mixture to be relaunched. Marks International gives to Potter's Village. Increase media freedom to prevent terrorism in Ghana. Nanofori Ena Eka. Saso and Ghana police under fire for allegedly killing robbery suspect. We air stories are being Google News.
Yeah. I didn't suddenly know. Nyama comfort here Ukromano. Sisian Bibia terrorism. Ade. No, Samia de. Terrorism na koso ahumachi and confront to Munko Juma. That is terrorism. What is happening to us presently as Ghanaians is worse than terrorism. Obeka say obi beba bandits beba umba be tututu any bomb den yama. Sami. Look, this morning, go and look at the number of people who are stranded, who are caught up in rain. We are sitting down here doing ceremony to launch. I see something, say something. Making noise about terrorism. Sami, what are the necessary concomitants for terrorism activities to flourish in any country? Obisa say Ghana your case no. Yes, sir. Do we have the necessary ingredients to fuel terrorism attacks? Sami, let's stop this thing.
So you don't think that?
No, Sami, you see, if there are concerns, Sami, if there are concerns, fine.
Unemployment is a
no, Sami,
unemployment
Sami,
is,
if there are
is
concerns,
a key factor.
If there are concerns, terrorism, bet me about fine. But you see, I bet Dane, and you might hear to morning, afternoon, evening terrorism, morning, afternoon, evening terrorism, morning, afternoon, evening terrorism. I see if that is the only thing that is worrying Ghanaians here.
But it's not wrong to also conscientize people.
No, Sami, you see,
the looming danger.
Sami, looming danger, yes. But you see, all kinds of stories now. Terrorism attack imminent. Sami, since when the terrorists start operations? Since when almost I say? Ask about buying. What to tell you sensitize yama more than yama tightening security in yama? In Kenya, mebo. Sami, you see, you have to look at one kasa environment. The kind of security setup you have. The kind of peace you are enjoying as a nation. And see, say, Nema na abandon fifi and sana terrorism attacks to me a thrive, you know. Ebi okrum hana. Sami, without that, let's not be making noise like that.
It doesn't also take away the fact to say, cells may be growing in this country.
Sami, let your intelligence pick it up.
It doesn't take away
let your intelligence pick it up.
Yes, it doesn't also take away the fact say the citizenry must be educated on what to look out for when it comes to terrorism. It doesn't take away that fact as well.
Sami, you have to be vigilant as Ghanaians. We can't be vigilant than even more developed countries in here. We can't.
Well,
Sami, operations.
Asking why we are being asked to watch and look.
Yeah. No, Sammy.
Were you not the one
Yes,
asking us?
yes, but I'm saying that it
So-
doesn't take away.
Sammy.
Oh, so you knew
Sammy.
it doesn't take away now.
No, I was
Sammy.
asking, and when I say, fine. Yakache said terrorism, say, what do you and I look out for?
Sammy,
By now, that's what we should be
the final
told.
tune, Jen?
Not
Sammy,
another slogan
Sammy.
to tell us, oh, see something, say something.
Sammy, final
What
tune,
am I
Jen.
looking for to see to come and tell you something?
Sammy, wait, oh. I'm robbery attacks cause Ukroma. Meboa.
Indeed,
Bank robberies, bullion van robberies in my cause Ukroma. Meboa.
true.
Did people see something? Did people, as Ghanaians, did we see something? Yet Ukroma killings, of course, contract killings in my cause. Did Ghanaians see something? Did we see something? Sammy,
Yeah,
what
some
I'm
people-
saying is
some
that
people saw
you see,
something.
Sammy, what I'm saying is that okay, those people who saw something, could they help us arrest those who perpetrated those
Oh,
crimes?
but how do you think those police officers who later on were suspected as being the
Sammy,
gang behind
Sammy,
the Bullion Van attacks?
after the event,
Oh, but after the event,
no, Sammy, what I'm saying is that
investigation
Sammy, we can put our eyes down to say eagle. You bet me, you bet me,
But
because
because you don't know what you're looking for.
No, Sammy, it's not that you don't know what you're looking for. Sammy, if I'm walking around on the street, na bomb shame me, you Sammy will know.
I won't know.
Good. Then I'm a year or kwanso I'm a say bomb shame. You can see.
I can't see.
That's why I'm saying that. Ejumano, 90% of the job is your intelligence agencies.
True.
90% of the job is what you as government promise Ghanaians. So, more safe. That is what you do. What you say? Don't come and then say something, see something. Sammy, I can see something, but I can't interpret. I can see something, and I can't judge. Say, oh, are they dangerous? And stop. Sammy, look. Me this talk about and it's imminent. It's imminent. I'm asking them, the security agencies, what have they seen? They should tell us. And as Sammy, I say it will be an attack on churches. And I, oh, Sammy, please.
You see, the interesting bit about the likely places where these terrorists may attack, if indeed the source of concern for the national security apparatus, your neighboring countries. Your neighboring countries, armories, any soldiers, and they attack you.
Yes. Yes.
Soldiers, the people
Omuni
who are
churches,
supposed to
Omuni churches,
protect
mosques
the
was
citizenry, they were the ones who were attacked.
Yeah. Togo say 10 soldiers were killed.
If indeed that's what's informing this imminent attack thing, and we are writing to churches and religious bodies, the attacks, where have they been?
No, but Sammy, not every terrorist attack.
No,
yeah,
I'm talking
happens.
about
Exactly.
I'm talking about your
So
sub-region now. It's
I'm
informing.
sure they are giving this information based on intelligence they have gathered.
What is the
What's the
intelligence?
intelligence?
What is the
Based on it,
intelligence?
and
Oh,
they
Fatih,
why
Fatih,
didn't
Fatih.
they say they will be going to homes, and why
Look,
specifically
Fatih, let me tell you
churches
why.
and mosques and
See,
all
Sammy,
that?
Sammy,
I don't think the
the explanation that
Muslim
consistently we've brought, and they say, because it is happening in our neighboring countries,
Yes.
we are at risk.
We are
That
at
is the
risk.
explanation
Yes,
they've
that's
brought.
what's.
But you see, nobody has gone deep to tell us that. Look, in Mali, it is because of X, Y, and Z. You who say forces nobody has come to tell us. Nobody has given us reasons why those Togolese soldiers were attacked.
Yeah.
Nobody has given us why attacks on military bases or Ivory Coast also. Some ultimate say, and then we ask ourselves, say, what are we doing wrong? And now what are we doing now? Ebe chubia obe na dream say, is either coming to attack our army or coming to attack the citizens of Ghana. What are we doing? Somebody to come and give us explanations, but let's not just look at it and say, because it's happening in country A, it's happening in country B, country C, it's likely says it's coming to happen here. Sammy, we are basing all of this on.
Now what's
No
Yes.
problem.
No,
No
and any
problem.
problem.
No, any
And
problem.
any problem.
But you see, the way we are going about it, terrorist attack
See,
imminent.
If
Terrorist
it's
attack
not
imminent.
well communicated,
What is imminent?
there's a
Imminent,
tendency for people to lynch people.
imminent.
That tendency is very high.
Yeah.
So obi who any strange individual be in the area, hey, akwa obe nkofoni bio, or somebody with some, some weird haircut, with some hairdressing or something.
No, what reporting?
Now, I'm for aqua reporting. Say, say it's a community where they have this community security and all those. Whenever some people are being lynched. So the sloganeering must stop. By now, they should be telling us, look out for this, look out for that. They shouldn't be telling us, see something.
But look
say
out for
something.
this, look out for that, Won't that tip off the so-called terrorists?
So what are we looking to see? To say something?
For me, a better education will be
Yes.
don't spend long hours at such places. If you can avoid it, do and those things.
But
Is it-
terrorists,
no,
I'm going to pretend I
No,
do.
is it?
No. Right
No.
now,
That time,
I
kaboom.
just say Ebi ati say wa market say uko di.
Because they want the impact.
Obi a minim no, oko market a. Obechi market ni mu abaya 5 hours. I see say tomatoes no from 5 cities no ba ebetimi aba be do 1 city after 5 hours. Nti ebi a uko market a to dey here wuto wie pe na wako and don't overstay those things no. So that kind of education no is what my
you cannot tell me say
when you go to church that's a moye church service if you maybe moye church service 3-4 hours maybe as say amonya no 1 hour or something
no
say maybe that is what
Sammy nobody can tell anybody say go market market nobody can tell you say oh your church service 4 hours you need 30 minutes because even that 30 minutes be beat me so nobody can tell anybody. You see when you start going on that tangent you are beginning to curb the freedom of the people. You see Ghanaians, Sammy, as Ghanaians no you should work in this country feeling safe.
See, what did others do? You see, what we should be asking ourselves is, what did other nations do?
The other nations that terrorism is or no? The people were not feeling safe before it happened.
What was the business of Al Qaeda in US? What was going on between Osama bin Laden and US at the time? 9/11. There's always something that gives room for terrorists to attack. There's always something. And you see, that is the something now. Young person about church in Ghana for say, okay, what is the reason why your security forces no believe? Say,
I do.
We have signed a deal with the US that the terrorist groups feel threatened. Say, why would Ghana sign a deal where, let's say, US presence would inhibit their progress in the sub-region?
Yes.
It can make you a target.
Of course. Wagner Group, Russia, or PP, or some African countries. I mean, all those things have fueled some of the attacks we've seen over West African sub-region. All those things. What are we as Ghana? Yes, have we agreed to create a base, a military base somewhere? Obi Felice, Ebe Hindani, Ejuma, Peso, and
Moment international news, no kakra, embryo for nothing.
No, my partner, my concern is that you see, when you take the papers this morning, and a national security minister tells you, say, terrorist attack imminent. So I mean, you see, it's imminent now. What coming? You don't tell Ghana for say terrorist attack is imminent. As if say you catch your sense, you told me imminent. As I'm saying, so I mean, you see, they shouldn't go on that tangent. They shouldn't make it seem say because of more security apparatus, you know. So I mean, fear and panic and create Okroma. Fear and panic. They should do their work. Just when they say.
All right, you stories in free. CNN and Bre Oman for one more stories. Maybe it's part of international news. The Bre at the 4 and a pair. We try to give you a whole meal in the morning. Now CNN stories, you know, it be any Quad leaders meet in Tokyo. Taiwan is likely to loom over the summit after Biden's statement that the U.S. would be willing to intervene militarily if China attacked the island. China once dismissed the Quad. Now, it's alarmed and no Biden's new stance of strategic confusion on Taiwan and also can be a Russian envoy resigns in protest of Moscow's aggressive war. And the former U.S. soldier fighting in Ukraine recounts House of Horrors. And also South Korea's new leader says he doesn't want North Korea to collapse. And this is and Hubble identifies unusual wrinkle in expansion rates of the universe. We stories are a war CNN and a prayer a bit me at the Abre Omanfo.
BBC.com and okay that Sammy.
Yep.
Al-Shabaab, is there a reason why they are in Kenya? Is there a reason why they are fighting in Kenya? There's a reason, my boy.
Of course.
BBC.com say Chinese police files reveal human costs of Uyghur detention. Nina stories are Ukraine war is global concern. Biden tells allies. Head's team changed course on Johnny Depp's testimony. Airbnb to quit China as lockdown restricts tourism. Monkeypox outbreaks are containable. WHO. Russian soldier jailed for life for Ukraine war crime. The China factor at the heart of Quad summit. Rise in food exports curbs spark concern. Russian diplomat quits over Putin witless war. 10 dead, dozens saved in Iran building collapse. Southern Baptist leaders ignored sex abuse. Reports. na de saa asɛm wei ɛbaa yɛ ne nyinaa ɛyɛ nsɛm a bbc.com de baa anɔpɛ yi na Sami Boko Haram then will give birth to them in Nigeria. What were they looking for when they started on operations?
Reuters News.
Resources are good.
Reuters News. South Africa's discount profit rises on new acquisitions. Ghana ramps up interest rate again as inflation climbs. WHO says no urgent need for mass monkeypox vaccinations. South African rand supported by S&P outlook upgrade. Militant kill at least 50 in Nigeria's northeastern state of Borno. SASO and an Indian vaccine giant Serum plans African plant in global expansion. Ethiopia arrests 4,000 in Amara region crackdown. Africa has contained monkeypox outbreaks during COVID-19. We air stories are Oko Reuters News are Obenyabi Akai.
And I pay also my weather updates. Because I didn't cost that.
Now the weather is you don't want to weather.
Well, me for weather updates, embrace for those in a year greater Accra.
They say it me how long and see you no better for.
And then this offer
Ghana, as things are
Ghana,
going,
I met you for no.
It looks like it's more better you remember.
Well, it is about 190 at 2 am. I can't bet that it been here now. It is solve a problem. One more as southern Ghana remain cloudy with rain during the early hours. Breaks of sunshine will be observed later. There's still a possibility of heavy rains over parts of the forest and northern sectors later in the afternoon into the evening. And they give a breakdown, say, Anope, Aflao, Accra, Kaswa, Cape Coast, and Takoradi, any Axim. There will be downpour. Anope, temperature will be around 22 degrees Celsius. It will be partly cloudy for a year, most of these areas in the afternoon, with temperature around 31 degrees Celsius. And some areas may experience thunderstorms and rains with temperature around 28 degrees Celsius. For the northern belt, Yendi, Tamale, Bole, Damango, Bogatanga, Naleugu, and Wa, it will be partly cloudy for all these areas with temperature around 25 degrees Celsius. Area, it will be sunny with temperature around 35 degrees Celsius. And it will be partly cloudy for most of these areas with temperature around 31 degrees Celsius. Into we and weather update I bet mediama adofo ene.
Sammy, you call Ghana Health Service na yakofa COVID-19 update no ama eti for any ashafo. Update. Yensa enka dia ene yebeko straight na yakofa trending issues aba. Lands Commission trendy na se munya nyanenti ya Land Commission ena insu afa omo office na omo office head office Land Commission nyina opemu na nkasa head office ewo cantonment ewo Accra hanom ena insu aboura office honoma papers ni documents ni ade wo ho nyina insu no afa enyoma yi na ultimi ehu pictures ni videos bia ekoba ewo social media omo hata omo nyoma no we documents ena egu ho ya omo yi box no na afi omo hata no na insu no efa basement of the building no I think say honum ena omo records room no files room ena IT unit ni nyina ewo basement no na affected documents it includes indentures, land maps, land document any de ekeka ho we according to Ghana News Agency enti enfoni ebeto dwa say de akwakosi ewo Lands Commission office comment ebi enie Zach say my people know this is not dry season and so fire won't do. Ghanaians will see it early. Water will help. Hey. Kwesi say, hey, this one there, it be opportunity for them to change so many property rights documents and then blame the flood that they can't trace or find the document in their archives. Sempe say it is an opportunity for them to change, swap and register people's lands into their names. When you people go to do search for a land, they will tell you there are no documents because the floods took it away. Enoch say there should be a repository of these documents on cloud for safety and retrieval purposes. Niyama say these people never changed their modus operandi. Just when the details of the Achimota Forest land looting by the government officials got to the public domain, they came up with this story at the Lands Commission to cover up details of this shameful looting. This is similar to the supposed fire that gutted the Foreign Ministry under the tenure of Akufo-Addo as Foreign Minister, where we were told important documents and records burnt to ashes. If you want to know, now the will, air trendy. Now the will no aye ding. A will of former General Secretary of the governing New Patriotic Party, Kojo Owusu Free and a friend of Sir John. Now will back where beto Jano na wumu say some parcel of land wo Achimota forest one side no eko amamanfo bi ewo will no mu. Na Sir John no answer oba be free mo no na oye Chief Executive Officer of the Forestry Commission. Now will no say 4 parcels of land that specified and unspecified acres of land ewo Achimota forest one no or the ma amanfo bi. Na page 4 of the will and I be who sa and semno ewo. Na I quote ewo will no no almost say I give my land situate at the Achimota forest in the name of Jakepro Limited and measuring 5.541 acres to the following persons forever. Ya Amwati Free 1 acre. Eva Ekwe Free 1 acre. Ivy Ekwe Free 1 acre. Elizabeth Asare Boating aka Mother 1 acre. Michael Owusu 1.541 acres. Comment by any. Gebusi yet he could not bribe death with even a piece of gold. The vanity of all this. His family should not be allowed to keep this look. As Ali Nachia taught me in taxation, if you apply the net worth approach to taxation, more than half of this stash will be seized. Special prosecutor and Shraj can use unexplained wealth to seize many of this loot. We know what to do. Will we do it? How do you see? There are a lot of questions to be answered. A Free died on July 1, 2020 in Accra after testing positive for COVID-19 during the COVID-19 pandemic in Ghana. He died at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital where he was receiving treatment. The signed date of the will is 2021. Kukwa say, humanity will never comprehend to this adage, we brought nothing into this world and we never will take anything out. So why so much greed? Thompson say, if one person has amassed this, you can imagine those close to the president. This country is being sold. Tony say, Michael Owusu guy shouldn't work in his entire life again. Owusu say, Sir John, me too, my name be Kojo Owusu Free you. Where you JJ your eyes give in your will. Eno ewo honum. Charles Owusu air trending. Charles Owusu air one of the beneficiaries of the late Sir John's will. Now also air former aide Emma Papano. Now Charles Owusu is still waiting for the office of former president. Is still waiting for the office of former President John Dramani Mahama to come out when we are talking about Achimota Forest. Now he has dared the former president to come clean. According to Charles Owusu, he will show how the lands were released and to who. We can mention names. Charles Owusu, will mention names. He threatened. Video ewo honum mumayembo na obia NTB.
Worshiping God, and then you come out and you are worshiping human being, you are worshiping wealth. Sikanti. One ewu odi sika koda. One ewu ayesi edi sika. And the demand edi na daki sika na ya daka na yeshe na edi 2 million kosienda. Ebi nsi da. 2 million na she urade na ase. Mama yem fa ndidi em urade. ye mu nipa mom de ma yenso nipa yenhwe nipa nim ne yentimi nka nokore emfanche no kwa me ma me ka bibi ensiso owura John Dramani Mahama okay fam abra na oye president ne yiri a friend Lordina Mahama o hye na bisa na ofi ampoma efi ofi mi na fi ho na me fi. So you ask my we be that say I dey na sa time na that make the America e wo na ban mu because the who say ye into America ye wura bugina po Lands and Natural Resource Minister o ware me na ba onim da o ware me granddaughter
I so Abu.
Yes, Abu, but it is not about family issue. It is about Ghana. Your mayasem na ye kan Ghana so you be ade. When I hear people saying say oh na we and any man adwuma no unni adwuma de mami o your man adwuma na me ye o man adwuma na nipa ye
baby enam nipa nsa so
Ghana
e bi enam nipa nsa so
kwa mi bibie ni wa Nyankopon ya onfam fe nipa nsa so ade bie ni wo wi ase ade ananya nipa nsa so de aban baaye
nipa nsa so
enti e ba e obi na wo ye bibia na
baby
so yen kana sa mumma yenyi sa yen amanyo sem na ye na etua yonko etua mu na muntu na yetu na say obi a ye kana tantan trokan and I'm going to end by saying that Owura John Dramani Mahama me train say metine kasa ewo nkransa issue no because I've heard him Tachiman abra abato oba ya nipa be nine on saying ehuro mu nkwa which I me yapa eni kwansan kesi obi eni wo so hwere nkwa abato mu Owura Mahama kasa ho sa matine ni ewo kaka ho matine ni wa ya waso wagon ehho asem me pese metine ni ewo nkransa ho asem a ekoso because you see we have only one Ghana. Ye bemu na ye see we free but then so your identity and say we are Ghanaians. I want to hear him. When we are talking about Achimota Forest, Matthew say we ura Minister Fuseni Akasa. Minima sema okan ye there because baby I want mini radio ebemi. Nemu I am still waiting for the office of the president, former president Mahama. So mbekasa am ye TV because we are sick and tired of when this person comes back to power and never why media they may pen we back power.
Oh, I
kind of phone who is
Alaji Inisa Fuseni say one more penso no wo document a kire say 1921 the Owo family no the colonial government duly compensated them. Wamu mamu patesika but a kire ya wamu ba ye ne penso Robert two woman no di nkomo no and woman say oh
enti Charles Owusu ena na ode nsem no ene na baby sa no comment by Ebony Kojo Owusu free say Charles baby I didn't get the head and tail of what he was trying to say. Comment abano Kojo Owusu free say Charles don't misbehave. Hodi say please mention names, we really need them to know those selling the nation. David says, speak to the issue. We are tired of comparison. We are better off colonized by West than destroying everything our fathers fought for. I just can't fathom. Emmanuel says, we are not safe in this country at all. Our birthright has been sold long ago. Percy, these people can never do away with the name JM. He keeps hunting you even in opposition. Majid says, Nana, your people have started again. They will do all that they can to bring in JM's name into their state capture. We ena a year train na akosuntia ha ena midibesi.
You some tackle issues no from the last train.
Okay, no problem.
UkoCityNewsroom.com and Opea news about story back where say we have no record Sir John owned Achimota Forest Lands Commission. And some say na reported by Sir John Jinapo, Abu Jinapo. Samuel Abuchinapo, I can say, on my investigative, I should say, no Krabi was assembly man, and no Krabi. The government says there are no records at the Lands Commission to support claims that the late former Chief Executive Officer of the Forestry Commission, Kojo Owusu Free, also known as Sir John, acquired portions of the Achimota Forest Reserve land under contention. The commission made this known when officials of the Lands and Natural Resource Ministry paid a working visit to the Greater Accra Regional Office of the Lands Commission to assess damage caused by Saturday's floods. Speaking to the media, the Executive Secretary of the Lands Commission, James Datson, and the Deputy Lands Minister, Benito Owusu-Bio, both noted that such reports are inaccurate. Quote, "There's nothing in our records concerning that. What you read is what I have read. We don't have anything recorded here for Sir John as far as our records are concerned," James Datson said. Sammy, you see, as we won, I would have expected that the Executive Secretary of the Lands Commission and the Deputy Minister, Benito Owusu-Bio, would have, in your own words, hastened slowly to make any comment on this matter. Sammy, you see, 53-year-old Benito Owusu-Bio is a respected parliamentarian. This will be his 4th term representing the people of Echima Ngwopieja constituency. Okay? And with his level of experience, and his experience even when it comes to the Osuya land economy, University. With his experience, I would have expected, say, he would use tact to respond to some of these matters, and not attempt to take bullets that he can't take, and not attempt to fire blanks if he decides to fire a weapon. Sammy, you see, since Assembly by Benito Owusu-Bio has conveniently become the man to face the bullets about the BBR concerning Achimota Forest. But that is not Benito Owusu-Bio. That is not him. If he wants to take bullets, he should know what kind of bullets to take. Sammy, back to the issue. Indeed, Lands Commission will not have any record of Sir John owning any property in Achimota Forest. Indeed, that is a matter of fact. The same way the Lands Commission will not have any record of Owu family owning 361 acres of land at Achimota Forest Reserve. No record. You know why, Sammy? When 3 leases were granted in 2013 under John Dramani Mahama, 3 leases of 99 years were granted the Owu family, which was around 250 acres, as we are told. When further leases were granted the Owu family by Sir John and the NPP government, to the tune of 361 acres, Sammy, the Owu family could not register these pieces of property at the Lands Commission. The simple reason being that the forest reserve had not been declassified. So, Owu family could be holding their lease of 99 years, but could not go into execution because they could not go into registering the property because it's not been declassified. So in the records of the Lands Commission, it is Achimota Forest Reserve. There's no Owu, there's no Sir John. You won't find any of them there. But nothing prevents the Owu family from subleasing the property to anybody. Sammy said, you can go and see Owu family. They can do a document for you, sublease the property to you, pending their registration of the piece of property when it's declassified. That is the simple explanation here. So let nobody jump and come and tell us, say, oh, you're calling investigation and they didn't find it. Indeed, you won't find any document. The same way you won't find any Owu document. But nobody writes a will stating what he doesn't own. Nobody writes a will and gives what he doesn't have in that document. Nobody. Okay? So you see, they shouldn't hide behind paperwork and what is in their document. Achimota Forest Reserve, yes, there's no Owu, there's no Sir John, yes, we know. But the fact of the matter is, nothing prevented whoever has been given a lease to sublease that property or parts of that forest, if indeed those properties were given out at the time. It is, I mean, you see, nobody should think they can fool us, or nobody should think, say, they can deceive us or hoodwink us into believing, say, oh, because you go to Lands Commission and don't find any document in the name of Sir John, no. Nothing like that exists. No. And that's why I'm saying that Mr. Datson and Mr. Benito Owusu-Bio should know how to address the media. So, I mean, we are not dumb. You think we will?
Well, the little I'll add to it, and it's a Mr. Brofo. It's also a investigation.
I can't believe they use only 1 day to do the investigation.
Oh, so it's easy. Who call Lands Commission? You won't find any document. It's easy. It was easy for them to conveniently come out with that information.
It wasn't even up to 1 day. Who your investigation?
Come on.
You are who your investigation as
Thorough
to how
investigation.
as to how the information even got onto the well.
Exactly.
The process ko mu a answer otumi aka say me dey share me will mu. What conversations have gone on, what promises have been made and all that. What documentation are omo a wa really the what late John Kampa say they will use that to go and claim the land should they execute the will. All that thing I will say to me back. Now just to come and tell us there is no record. No. If me funny say see how people are even saying say if your marshal done on my Flade Land Commission head or office, if I have a land, I also hold a paper.
Yeah.
So what the IRS, I'm bringing mine to verify whether stamp where what the ampa where Anna. So the fact that they don't have any records there doesn't mean it didn't happen or it happened. Almost on paper.
Yeah.
Oh, bet me the aba. So I don't get this coming out to say that as if someone can say there is no record and then the case is
the matter
closed.
dies.
That's not what that's not the kind of investigation we were looking for. That's not the kind of investigation we were looking for.
Simon.
Well, Raymond,
Yeah.
it's interesting that, and I've said this before, and I remember I did an interview where Lands Commission told us they were going digital.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
Lands Commission.
Yes.
This was way back 2017, I think 2017, 2016, thereabouts.
Nancy cry.
What do you
They've
mean
been going around telling us yes.
Intimate problem. Nobody's information at the Lands Commission can go missing.
No.
Of course. Yeah.
From the Lands Commission's own point that they gave us 2017, 2016, around that period, they said they had gone digital. They said you could begin the process of registering your land through a digital process. You may fill the forms, but it will be imputed into a system. The data will be stored somewhere. So nobody should worry about Lands Commission saying it's our flat. We expect that they would have soft data on people's registered properties with them. But, this is Ghana. This is only Ghana where a government will tell you that we are conducting an investigation into a matter. And when government says that they are conducting an investigation into a matter, it would mean that there has been a public outcry about the matter.
That's correct.
Anytime government says I'm conducting an investigation into a matter, it means that the total population is interested in the matter.
Absolutely.
And so they are asking government to unravel what would have happened. But it is only in this country that the government will conduct an investigation and will not see the report.
Yeah.
When what triggered that investigation was a public outcry by the populace to want to find out what happened. Only in this country that after going to do a report or due diligence or investigation or whatever, the people will not hear anything again. Bulgaria, Apiate, name them. Ghana National Fire Service, fire outbreaks, what? Name them. But we are here. That we say we are going to conduct an investigation into a sensitive matter as this. And just within hours, we are told by a deputy minister that, we found out this. If you knew this was there, why make that pronouncement in the first place? It's like telling us, we are going on a town hall meeting to sensitize the people about Galamsey. And then before the meeting starts, the Greater Accra Regional one starts, you have already dispatched people to the bush, soldiers, to go and clamp down on Galamsey. If you already had the solution, why waste money? 16 regions. Why waste money to go around to showcase what you're already doing? I'm not surprised the fight against Galamsey is failing.
That's failed.
I'm not surprised that the fight against Galamsey is failing.
That's failed.
Because whatever would have been the cure for that fight, it was just paperwork. The person who commissioned that project already had his actions kick-started already. But you see, for Galamsey to thrive, Raymond, it requires families, because families own land. It requires chiefs, because chiefs own land. If these two individuals or groups are not on board, forget about the fight against Galamsey. Because nobody can mine without the families and the chiefs approving it.
Forest, no. Stay with us. Stay in the forest.
I'm coming.
You say enter the forest.
I'm coming. Oh, if I enter the forest, then we ourselves will be entering the forest the old way. Or the Sejon way. But Raymond, it saddens my heart. It saddens my heart that as a nation, we would do this to ourselves. And we have said this, that nobody goes into public service now in the interest of the Ghanaian.
No national service.
Everybody goes into public service, and it's no longer about public service, it's individual service. So let no Ghanaian kid him or herself say there's a public service. Individual service. And you see, if the politician were thinking about his generation, it would be okay enough. That, oh, my mommy and son, obi enya dan ba ko mienu ana de mesi dan ba ko de amomo wo mo enche no mo ntena mu dan ba ko no me ne meyire eno ne ye dia mienu, no problem. No, the politician is thinking about the third, fourth, fifth and sixth generation that they should never lack. And so they should have properties across the country. But Raymond, all this we are talking about, don't we have an asset declaration law?
Oh, Sammy, on paper.
Don't we?
Or indeed.
We have an asset declaration law that stipulates that before any public sector worker or public service office holder takes up that mantle, he declares that before I take up this mantle as a minister of state, as a CEO of a state institution, I had a Toyota Camry, I had a house at this, and produced documentation to back it up. Yeah. The law stipulates when they are exiting, it has to be cross-checked whether these things are the only things the person claims. It doesn't mean that yes, but it should correspond with what you're earning.
Ghana is now
Ghana is American.
Ghana.
Yes, but Ghana is American.
Okay.
But you see, we look on, Philly, Gani. The ministers are there. The whatever are there. The asset declaration. You see, that's what the last time I was saying. He said, look, it's unfortunate, Raymond, that people we saw in opposition just a few years ago see the properties they own.
Yeah. They're working.
And you see, the Sir John one has come. You remember a divorce case?
Yeah.
And what we saw as properties within a very short period.
That's true.
How does that happen? Look within the NDC. 5 years or 6 years of being in opposition. Look at some of them. Their former appointees. Look at how life is treating them. Let things turn 2024. And within 2 years, see how suddenly their cheeks will start puffing. See how suddenly their Adriatic cars
become state of the art.
State of the art.
Tech
and suddenly they are owning properties. Machines. Properties across. But you see, this Achimota matter, Raymond. Oh, they say this never.
Oh, Sammy, this Achimota matter.
This Achimota matter is not just about the NPP government.
This is not a joke matter, Sammy. This is not a joke matter. Whoever got services in that property.
And it is at this point, and you see your post near Kachile Ghana says, Ghana Abai say, and Ghanaians for that matter, say that executive instrument, that declassification which has been done.
I say a boundary sign.
Sign.
With immediate effect.
With immediate effect.
It's not negotiable. This is not negotiable.
government must, as a matter of urgency, halt whatever actions it has taken immediately for us to now begin retracing our steps to find out what has happened behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Because if pre-classification, the property is already owned, then who else owns property in the Achimota forest?
I mean, who else? No, no question. Who else who owns property in that?
Who
Achimota
else
forest?
owns properties in that place? And Ghanaians are not patriotic enough. Right now, Charlie Massa, Crystal Blue Squad know the system inside again.
Oh, of course. No, but you see, Sammy, all them say, but for this will,
But for this
Nobody
world,
would have known.
nobody would have known.
nobody would have known.
You see,
this was what happened.
Raymond, I took a stand yesterday that for me, I am vehemently against the leakage of a private man's will. For me, it's not right.
Public interest.
Well, yes, I understand.
Public
I am
interest.
vehemently against it. But
He
again,
wasn't a private man.
I say, kudos to the person who leaked it.
Yes. Why are they?
Why are they?
And the timing of this release, perfect. For us to understand why X, Y, and Z.
The lands minister must, as a matter of now,
reconsider that reclassification.
not reconsider. Halt any processes leading to the saying final, whatever, handing over of that stretch of land to
The Owu family.
Old family. And I said this somewhere, not here, that for me, it doesn't make sense to me that we are just about planting 10 million trees and we are giving hectares of land
To be
to
cleared.
people to be cleared. How? Yanko COP
COP 26.
26.
And then
What commitments did we sign on to?
we hide behind the word say the ecological integrity of the forest must be protected. So I mean that is English. If the man comes out and says, say, Missy Estate across this stretch, of course it doesn't affect the ecological integrity of the forest. But you see that we have to cut those trees to put it up. So I am saying that when those 3 leases were granted by John Dramani Mahama
Yeah.
to the Owu family, Owu family owned the land per the leases that were granted to them, but were never able to register that piece of land at the Lands Commission because it was not declassified. Nothing prevented the Owu family then from ceding whichever portion of the 250 allocation that they got. Nothing prevented them from ceding it to anybody or establishing to anybody. The same way when we moved on to grant them 361 acres, nothing again prevented them from ceding part of those properties to people under established. So if people own the Achimota forest, yes, people can own that forest, but they cannot register same because until declassification by May no obi to me register as because a Achimota forest reserve any assembly tintin in it.
Well, the university and saying that near the sports update about man for. I thought that this morning we're going to be speaking to Ghanaians how their morning has been with the downpour throughout the night about Ahumanachi. But Achimota forest is home and that. Say John, I say Anopayo, or I see a dear Achimota forest home come on. And you do home come on. But be safe out there, wherever you are. We'll be right back. And you're back on air with us on Happy 98.9 FM, Nisim 95.9, and 100.1. Interview be here.
Interview be one of your sister stations. I think it was even replayed on City FM. Now, opinion be appealing to pity. And Sir John, the woo, and I hear he say, my friend. And I think he quickly jumped into the discussion and said, that is not the issue we are discussing. Your money, yes, Fatuche, let's deal with the issues. Sammy, that's rightly so.
Yeah.
This is not the time to appeal to pity and the dead person is dead, we should leave him. No.
Yeah.
That dead people can't talk. there's something on paper. We have to deal with it. As I'm going to say, Abroche, to me, jailing go for posthumously.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, to me, dear,
It's me and now.
posthumously. Yes.
It's me and now posthumously.
Yes. Sammy, this matter, we are not going to leave this matter to sleep.
Well.
Young sports now, young share their course in the world of sports. Over the last 24 hours, no, in some people in the course of sports, man. But in some kakabe break here for a world media, no so. Happy 98.9 FM and our Asungusu Uti. Oh, share so their ETV Ghana and our share and a page media no air the Happy Morning Show. I'm also send me the sports update about Bremo, a world media no so. My make I say 1xbet any time it here. Me the sports update in Bremo 1xbet. Come website so. 1xbet.com.gh 1xbet.com.gh register and be a new account. We register now be a new account. Obama opportunity to enter a promo code. Promo code is enter a BETGH and a BETGH. Now we enter sa promo code ni we are. Obama 200% bonus on your first deposit. We ne message and pay 1xbet me fambre 1xbet say undi 18 na memfa we ni enter on my website so chabet betting. Addictive into bet responsibly. Betting there true. Betting there to me more ton Japadia na say unya bibia free enti promoting na responsible with betting activities na na Peter Kache me say ono sisi anu bibia wodru no omo fa ne wela 1xbet account pe na obetumi agama de busuafo enti we any message anofe 1xbet say me kan to America na join the 1xbet family no na chabet na nyesika pudo. Yenshen Semna say na over the weekend and Team B World Division 1, a friend FC Samatex Omutumi Ebuke historic qualification to the Ghana Premier League after 26 years of trying. 1996 and as Sabo Bokono Omuti Sabo Bokono Ewa Samurai Boy na Osha Omutumi dominate Division 1 Zone 2 to ensure say with a comfortable 10-point lead getting to the end of the season, no, Omutumi qualify mathematically. Just Omutumi secure qualification to the 2022-2023 Ghana Premier League season. Na omo from the Timbers no Omutumi enya draw over the weekend after say omone Sweden Blacks about 0-0 to go to 58 points. Na after say Ibusua Drafts SFA 1-0 defeat Ewon Zema Kotoko no there ya promote you to the Ghana Premier League way and in sema a free Samatex FCI Samurai Boy based club no or Makati so eba and still our Division 1 mono Ghana Football Association to me the release be eba ye and no a disciplinary committee ruling na omodi aba efa Akimoda based club any Kotoku Royals protest ekopie efa Heart of Lions ho na ohwe Kotoku Royals omo the protest ekoto Ghana Football Association name say Heart of Lions field and qualified player and match omoni omo eboye we ema Ghana Football Association disciplinary committee or the 3 points and 3 goals ema Akimoda based club by friend Kotoku Royals see ayeka say no omo hwi abeto top of the Division 1 Zone 3 league standing Kotoku Royals at the first more 56 points Tema Youth at the second more 55 points and Liberty Professionals or the third or more 55 points. We any dramatic twister akopie efa boardroom pointer Kotoku Royals akoje ewo Ghana Football Association disciplinary committee. Nyeremo ewo Heart of Folk akachi swine flu outbreak abo omo team no dia enra omo communications director editor just say dia Heart of Folk players and the staff no undergo another round of testing and Tuesday Tinebeya ombetumi ahwe say members of the team any football players are omusi Akaima Hearts of Folk no ombetumi enya clearance say ombetumi resume training na Ghana Health Service release statement to confirm say preliminary investigations omoye into strange disease about Hearts of Folk players no say H3N2 virus no a friend of swine a type of swine flu no eno and players now omo recommend they say players no yama 7-day isolation we ama ene yebekwa koye another round of testing to see say Hearts of Folk players no ombetumi ashe training ase na Ghana Football Association omudi atuja say Ashanti Gold and Kumasi Asante Kotoko standing match no there omudi ashe 2nd of June 2022 against no bekoso ewo Lenkley Sports Stadium ewo ase at 3 p.m. na Ghana Football Association there atuja say security risk any advice from security services will remain unchanged there and the next home game Ashanti Gold Bebono the association reserves the right to give Ashanti Gold an alternative venue. We NSMA a free Ghana Football Association akachia eba. Ene aye Tuesday no yenyanti say Wafu Under-17 Cup of Nations local organizing committee for the tournament no ombetumi aye official launch ewo Ridge Royal Hotel or Cape Coast ene at 11 a.m. we aye Jumedia ebetumi akire say Ghana are ready to host Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Togo, Niger, Benin. Ewo total ewo Wafu Under-17 championship yebetumi enya teams are betumi qualify for the Total Energies Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations ebekoso ewa Algeria into we ene sema efihwa eba report say local organizing committee no idea betumi etunsa afre Osaberima Kwesi Ata the second omaheni of Ogua traditional area so no ebe guest of honor ewo Jumedia betumi akoso ewo ho into we ene sema efihwa so eba yedi ni bedi eche na ehun se na Wafu Under-17 Nations Cup no nhyehyɛ no etumi ɛkɔ yenremu ɛwɔ Chelsea Football Club akachi na Chelsea Football Club nchebia ɛna enya ntie sɛ Todd Bowley ɛne ne consortium no ade a yɛbɛma wɔn club no sɛ ɔmo take over na government is set to approve a 4.25 billion sale within the next few hours. Now, report say major header edaho and say Roman Abramovich because our Portuguese passport into no idea take over no say licensed by authorities in that country. We any in common kosua no ama deal no astole kakra but in penny for egusua or mudin common senebeya. European Commission by providing assistance any assurance on me here senebeya. Todd Bowley and any team no me take over Chelsea Football Club. We and in Sam Kakra if we also eba yenremo or Manchester United akache and Eric Ten Hag officially no Oshenu Jume Nina say or to me a press conference na yen ne chichun komono comfort eka say now Eric Ten Hag was a successful coach or Ajax 3 seasons near waji area division title no esi usre so na adanti na oba betiki risk abe coach team a je say niama ensheda enko yema mo Eric Ten Hag say we dey enye risk bia na oba betiki na we ejuma na oba be ye na say ohwe Manchester United a club omo history pa na future ne dey omo hwe nim so metimi asesa niama omo de nkofo foforo beba na obia 100% committed say omo metimi ahwe na Manchester United omo afa montuma pa enfra yentie dey Eric Ten Hag e de tujabra na Japan Huntuma as coach Emma Manchester United.
I don't see it as a risk. I think this club has a great history, and now, let's make a future. And I'm really exciting to do that with the people around who are in the club. We bring some new people in the staff. We will analyze the squad, and we will go from day to day. Work hard, 100% committed, and then I'm sure we will get a success.
Eric Ten Hag, a manager at Manchester United, and now Manchester United, to just say, the backroom staff, no, Mitchell van der Gaag, and one of the assistants, and a legendary and experienced Steve McLaren, and also Benjamin as the backroom staff at Manchester United. Now, Osha Mitchell van der Gaag, or no any assistant, or any boy Juma, Fiti Ajax Benina, now only Steve McLaren, a Juma Obra, now Steve McLaren, a coach, Emma Easy Akma, now Sisiani, reversal of rules, and Abe Puma, Eric Ten Hag, by a head coach, now Steve McLaren. Obe any assistant obe buano senebeya obeti English game na say we ene sem kakra efihwa eba Roland Garros eguso a ekoso dindindin ewo France abrochimemo eno ene French opener second major grand slam of the year no etwagu dindindin na ekopiemu ewo WTA na eno a shock bako etumi epiemu Naomi Osaka etena ho ema Abayoa freno Amanda Anisimova etwa no 2 straight sets to ensure say Naomi Osaka has been kicked out of this year's Roland Garros. Now world number 2 friend of Barbora Krejcikova and also etena ho ema 97 seed Diane Parry to me eliminating no 6-2 6-3 1-6 and a Quincy no to me we are 2-1 and Krejcikova and also Eddie Free Akensi no na Ocean Mayo am qualified to the next round of the competition. World number 1 Iga Swiatek ono wakuremo our next round. Victoria Azarenka, Bianca Andreescu, Petra Kvitova, Danka Kovinic, Emma Raducanu, Angelique Kerber, Veronika Kudermetova amunyina omo our next round of competition. Na Oshe Akensi Abekoso and Simona Halep and Nastasia Shunk almost Ebeshia and na Chloe Paquet and Arina Sabalenka Beshia, Jelena Ostapenko and Lucia Bronzetti almost on the best face na Jessica Pegula on the Kaiwang also their face and mana femo. Yako Remo our men's ATP num dia Rafa Nadal, world number 5, or to me a light work of Jordan Thompson and 6-2, 6-2, 6-2. 3 straight sets and Abrantiano or to me the winner or progress to the next stage of the competition. Novak Djokovic or also Eche Abrantia Feno Yoshihito Nishioka 6-3, 6-1, 6-0. 3 straight sets and the China Novak Djokovic and also with Remo our next round of competition. Now Osha other qualifiers are Marin Cilic, Marton Fucsovics, Daniel Evans, Taylor Fritz, Omunina, Omu Remo our next round of competition. And world number 2, Daniel Medvedev on the Facundo Bagnis Ebesia and Casper Ruud, world number 8. On the Joe Wilfred Tonga, almost on the best face. So Russia near Branty Ferno, Andrei Rublev, on the Sun Wukong, almost on the best face. And not Lorenzo Musetti and Stefanos Tsitsipas, world number 4, almost on the face. And then Yenremo basketball court, and also now Boston Celtics and Homachinwe, Omotumichi, Miami Heat at Chamo 102 to 82. I will game 4 to me a course so our TD Garden, our Boston. Now a branch here friend Jason Tatum, a star man of the night, 31 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists to ensure say best of 7 series no tied at 2-2. And I'm the happy morning show sports updates in ABC. Yaba Daniel Kakra, Yababaka, the happy morning show continues.
Yemfa CBG Tibet no Embra Manfo na fe yentoaso na yemfa Ghana kasa Emma Manfo yembi phone lines no Manfo so emframe no mo Embra dwumedi so na few thoughts on mo bese wo mo ene ye che no wo mo ene ye be che new content wa dey ade betu pages on pay no nti wa ekoyi edema wo baby a obi a mechi ase na weather na aye ne de senior weather na ende ni aya bomodin so befa one che base one of no G hot one so ni combination dada na efabra dem beka bia na mwaka sama but he understands that the job has to be done and it shall be done yento aso na yemfa CBG one more business tips na dan you know mo edebe no yemfa embre omanfo anopay na anopay one more say the next step in building upon these customer experience principles is to bring to life the different types of customers who deal with your customer support teams. If your organization is going to really understand customer needs and wants, then they need to be able to connect and empathize with the situations that your customers face. Ways to improve the customer experience are one more ewo into a tip and a pay will be in some and a pay CBG for me who's more display one more and no mano and a pay Raymond if I say Kofona from saying
CBG
David Kofona first meeting no moko tap internet some disconnected fellows
Sami, eno be ko Ghana kasa.
Be ko Ghana kasa, be Ghana kasa.
Sami, anope wo de mami ka me dia sa.
Mami bomb me sick tune answer na mama.
Oh, Sami, mami rem preko.
Mami bomb me sick tune. Yo, mami bomb sick tune answer na akwa no de twitwi na otwiko. Yen family o manfo. Ghana Kasa Ebre at the front of pay as well. I'm hoping that your morning has been a good one. Like I said, be careful out there. So Fladia, Masa, just send a WhatsApp, a text, or a call to your supervisor. Say, Flade, and don't risk it. Don't. Your life is important. Number is 0244 885140. Nyabotre.
So what number never start safe.
0244 885140. And 0555 657 278, 0555 657 278, and 0244 885140. Offer me on any of these numbers. I'm never going to come up. Under 1 minute.
Sami, anope, make a minister. Greater clarity than minister. If he's sleeping, he should wake up. Or 4x4. I bet you me and I'm sure no. No share at first sight. What is happening in the capital city? He seeks to make the most beautiful city in Africa. Minister of Works and Housing. And yes, you know be giant sana or find the entourage no more koyeto. This is the time he should go and look at what is happening. Honorable Asenso Boachi. He should go out there and see what is happening on the streets, in the gutters. Onko she. Na miwia na Masamba, Water and Sanitation Minister, Honorable Cecilia Dapa. Sammy, all of them should wake up if they are sleeping. Take a tour of the capital city. They shouldn't wait. When is Yonoba former na Omafaka Kosikwan so. Sammy, if you pass through Ofanko today, from Ofanko the overhead to Moose, baby I'm chatting ba no one. Sammy, swimming pool cry here. Sammy, it's your tie ho ama casa. Cars to me fame, to me fame and win in Subekum. Sammy, I mean, we cannot continue like that. Sammy, when they go to the ground.
Sammy, good morning.
When you go,
first caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm about to baby after free chief.
Zamedini Ben, me fefi dansema.
You Ben yanko.
Nyami share money ejumapa mudi and anope. I'm highly impressed with mo comment and mo make it anope. Nyami share. Omo ondena untimi nkoso na onye ejumapa ode magana. Seriously, anope mo comment like sometimes uti you may be a cause of my name. Now ora ho crap so you we guy. I said, for this particular party with the MC Omoba say because it's heartbreaking. Like look when you look at the comment on media. Oh, it is a young school that all of us like
I saw a post by Raymond Mona Sports Fraternity, Sadiq Adams, and I would read that post for your viewers and your listeners on the pay. It's a very interesting post, very, very interesting post. But I'd like to hear from you on the pay. 0555 657 278 and 0244 885 140. Offer any of these numbers I'm going to be in common. 0555 657 278 and 0244 885 140. Any of these numbers, no for me. I'll be happy to speak to you. Until Party. Because I wasn't expecting to see you guys.
Besides Isaac Poge.
No, Masami, it's serious. You see,
I kind of broke.
You have to risk.
Risk mean to me can't risk in the cry. We risked it all.
No, and Sammy,
it was scary.
From South Fanko to Moose Namikan, it's a very simple construction.
It was scary.
You put up a
this
drain.
This is you people.
Yes, a drain, Sammy, a drain from South Shell filling station. A drain that can hold the water every Pukwasia Masama Nebano. Right straight to Moose, a big drain where we constructed. Sammy, it's as simple as that. And so because of this problem,
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Sami.
Yes, sir.
I'm a friend Atarata from Matiko Buash.
You Atayanko.
Acho, then I show you saying, man. Then I remo Kai, Minister, Umbra Atiko, Buashi, Kaneshi, first light, share runabout, we can run about. And ya cry, and yeah. The minister, never then or ya found. Acho, and ya cry.
You
was workers are call it doing now to class in now to come back. It's already been found.
But I must commend officers, Ghana police officers on war. I don't know where they came from, but not almost around McCarthy Hill. So I'm suspecting CBN no free SCC and more Ebaye. But I'll tell the story soon. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Openi. Pacho Freme Asamwa, because every wager.
Yo, Mr. Saman Bachenko.
The Pacho wager the any gata bakokrawa, ya hutre papa. Timoni aban kasana omume drainage my ye brewa ha papa wager. Ye wo problem pa. Adopese school for a corner, ye problem. Ye nya baby pony e de o mapa pony e de o mako school. Timokwa pa moni aban kasana any wager MC say so MP no my one ya ho kire too much ya be dey so no nti enye easy enye fe di agro kra
Meadows and a person of so and again your commandee police officers and humachi they risk fatigue of number Emma, Bofana Loco. Emma, critical Emma. They risked it all. One put a camera nibi, and imagine a camera all directing me. And they got down in the rain, and they were telling driver for say, caught towards Kanishi area honum. They were telling us that Dakuman, Ekopim, first light Kanishi Elignano, it was flooded. And they were there around that time. At Donna, no more yes, kudos to police officers at Homachin. Muteke riska and Mokoya Madeno. Yami insure munina. But again, the caution Emma driver for Seminia, don't risk it. Udro Nasin Shun wild when you get and Nasa, Kwan and Yakwan Winimswa. You steady, pack it, net train. Insure Nadia Betty, office, Edumano, they be our call. For video, picture, send a boss, Dakatan, and Nadia. Atonsium. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm actually going to be free.
Your friend ED because I feel Tabu Alaj.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what you fight for say on your video no one send me and I'll be sent so I don't know bedma.
On the Juman into also from Noba.
But will be my Denis of Muko.
Me fair moon and buy, which are videos to buy.
And now comes all this video from Ray.
And I be Yentuaso.
Oh, sir, Utu to Bonnie.
Yentuaso, Idi.
Utu to Bonnie and a Pawi. I mean, coming the rest of them for 7. Editing me more, much or manager by the fa. Not yet any name was I and yet sleeps any name. But Sammy, when you never be I Coswa. I told him about a mind here, or do a binding idea, but never once a bonny dear. A idea not a year before. It's all more refugee. Wedger, obeying him sending a wedger idea for more than 20 years. When you see a man for Sidayama, insurance criminal message, him. Sammy?
Unless I'll catch me.
So they wouldn't be out of China, wouldn't say wedger is your tar. A man for sit down is your move.
Unless I'll catch me.
It is sad my way na idea or say a bambrebi now we program be community connect now the start report we naba and do be 2-3 years so where there is to nankasa obi see first war no of what failure dey abens you know ni na authorities community na dey we koso ye gbe na nsio to na wa frɛ radio say nsio na dey be nsio na say wadin abambe boa abanya sabi nsio ata akora kaka kwa nyina aworo na wo bebi a wakosi wadan wo nsio so on waiting at nation we see die in tell be a bless you wa me see uba baby a me tia uba ye wo baby a friend race course ubu obi first wall or was your friends happy FM modern na and your first wall ni foundation we see that is so one day say ever the to man hole the only down ni foundation and media no you show no to abend den no on one feel comfortable nti never be wa anya na double aban although abani bonu modimu anjani nya never bono that's it
yo medals and a person frame in our badge see idi at some point never be an hour chairman my journey enko but later I realized I think so we even did a story on it Isaac Moko Honoma around the wager honor no amount for Musisi properties on I also saw one I came and sat here and drew the attention of the assembly to Akwabia one of the honor failure baby and soon way no honor failure what they burn the project just right at the bridge. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Morning. What you saying?
Me who you bachelor sir?
Don't know me they didn't be masala feel free to do.
All right.
Bachelor on my dear coso my mom. Say if he so called can't any yes no. If you have flood there by now, and you be a yarn a cost flooding no. Because the same beer, a same down and no wall was on shed ties and now on cement film. It is sure I was a from best of work from many now who call the cemetery film. It is you a coin. The problem back no. The problem back will be a person film. Fair to see the we don't buy me film tracing would never. But you saw not a front extra some be a coffin. So I will say, I said, no, that's the man, the ocean say you are going to me, she's my own ground to me. If we say more, cement film, I can't. Inti omo planning yese de beya that flooding ha for. Yes. Also munju ko deep no mo say no. Yes yes something why. Why kra.
All right.
Yes. Inti no na flooding be no.
All right.
Inti mo say na the code be booking for no. Yeah, can be. That's a meeting program. We will see a mistress. We will see a bush craft in Baho and Uganda. I think I'll penny the kind of that means you will see the movie. Any, that's a woman view. It's here for what I say. You're way at the one I'm why. It's in my sense of crown.
You, I just my son pay, say, for an enemy, a D and come on. But, you know, Papa Nasamano can the Chimagine Cosiso. Who's that Abuche? You can find a whole community, no war.
Yeah.
The frontage, grass and corn. The place at one more day cement, entrance into the garage, the driveway.
Yeah.
And one.
But
Ubedru ya hanum say, why is it different? And hanum saying, hey, on my way, you see how Sudan, but la proof I had the shame no. And you ask one. Why can I well wash it? I will wash it. Well, we were architects in the drama.
Safety,
no, I'm not even talking about the safety. The issue about cementing, tiling, and all of those things. An architect draws that for you.
But gardening is not cheap.
It's not cheap, I know. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Good morning, Brasami.
Yes, Macho didn't be afraid.
Medin the Rose, Queen of the Airways, me was Shama Labano.
Yo, Rosie Uncle.
Nina Bema. Ghana, you were problem pa, Brasami. Trenchia is a toy. Yakwanin na yama. Menya, your best rabban, got test no esoswa. Ghana, you got test ayeno esoswa. And I yet Mamufono, abro na share Timuma, since you to a bit my own say, a one almost show Mubola. I don't know, before you crown, yes, or Same. Send it part to me, a bola no tour, since you to no a degumu. Besides, a bola no gunsumu, a cohifa. A copio unia bini demu. Any baby a unia bini demu na ekoku. Na ebe stresse penyifo omu sika omemu a omu to nsase a bebia entoto bebia ensese ombeto no one raise akosoro afili accident wo so no ono so ka ho that's I mean bebre Ghana bebre dan na omu sisi nyina so ka ho e ma nsoto a na awrawra nkofo demu yebesre Ghana penyifo se omu tu kwan kwa monani nyama na ya omu kosua ho no omu ba omu fa ye djuma wo memu na Ghana so tumi tumbo kwa enim se bi abrono ros wo memu dodo ye penyifo no omu adida na emra so omu nyane so omu da omu sori no omu nyane sami nyame ohu ma Ghana mobo me da was na no pay
me do asa no pay se frame na oni me edi enkomo and I must say we don't take more course no for granted because I always say that there are several radio stations, there are several morning shows, TV stations, but to determine said then it means a lot to us. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, guys. We are on the payment. What to say? Now we saw that who's that and one, but who say me call me and you go and you think to toy you in that idea. Now, and then I start here.
That be opening.
The situation now, woman, in years ago. And then I'm in town and country planning. What would you manage? Yes, I'm from town and country planning. Would you manage? Council for now, would you manage? I don't know, wouldn't town and country plan the who cut to a house down. Not a town country plan or the Shaman and your papa. I don't know, come with you. You know, it's Casamina, and German institution in Edgemana, as I say, William. Udoka Greater Accra Minister. Yes, right now in New Town. So what that New Town, a 2 years boy, bet me at 2 years of Colonel Nantikan, or bet me at New Town, what is in there? Who the other Oxford, the other Malaka, the other Oxford, Carcon, the show. If you're there, you appear what I Robert, illuminate what through Robert in every book. What is now when New Town? No, somebody have to be a winning go. New Town with your friends asylum there. I have for New Town got at your if you get to a rail station, but down and I echo up. What can kicking? Oh, clean your frontage. Or clean out. You need idea you need to at least area one. I am from Riba Rubaya 3-4. Oh, yeah, do it. Let nobody a boy idea about it. Would you clean your frontage? Oh, clean out the way. Yes, you have a kind of architect. What it is what time when you're going. There'll be a hardware that see, and no many is a water not or you if from a day, no one who clean and with the good water than we are one who are not from an outside the good water. It's a kilo of frontage, whatever it is.
Madam Sanapesa or Frame, I believe sir would not be able to pick any more calls. Because there's a lot to cover this morning. But my boss back could be Frame and I pay about taxation and once and send the where Kimpin Pa, Mr. Mike Aflu, you're watching me this morning, sir. I thank you for tuning into the Happy Morning Show live on ETV on Happy 98.9 FM and then also live on Nisim 95.9 and 100.1. Yemubia Akwaba Eba Jumedino. So, Mefa and Chiakese Enko Emma Charlotte Kakwa. I hope this name I'm pronouncing it well. Fati Boame. It's Sheikh, right? Sheikh. S-C-H-E, Sheikh. So, good morning to you, Charlotte Kakra Sheikh, a.k.a. Sweet Mother of Tema Community 5. From Dada, Fred, Mami, Annie, Mama. They say, God bless you. And then happy birthday goes to my first son, Michael Kwabena Ousu Bodi. He's 6 years today. And it's coming from your dad, Emmanuel Bodi. And he says that immediately after the show, there will be some drumming party. And, do kindly take note. Into way, and Chiakesi Amde El Koma War. Mefa and Chiakesi and so Fasa Quenya so na Memfan Koma Obi because we mania. By the time we show no Bridget Mensa, one me and Kasabium Ewo a year happy FM Hanum say. Budget in studio will be a seminino and a shibum do and Oma Apaska, but men then I was a me Namadema Bridget Mensa. Menkwa me Bridget Mensa, me dofo bakope. Na message no, a ye was say, Dear Mami Tiwa Boachi, you're my first baby girl. May you be first, relevant, and fulfilled in every area of your life. As you celebrate your birthday this special day, may the Lord heap his favor on you. At his command, may the universe be kind to you. In this new year, may the Lord go ahead of you. He will smoothen every crooked path and open doors of greatness for you. He will bless you and you're going out and prosper you and you're coming in. The Lord shall keep his angels charge over you to protect you from every harm. I cover every second in every minute of every hour in each day of your new year in the precious blood of Jesus. I surround you with walls of fire and angels. No evil shall penetrate or cut short your life. We a beautiful message from a mother to a daughter. And she says, I love you very much, my daughter. We if Bridget Mensa Honoma, Wadi Emma Nedoba, Mami Tiwa Boache. And MZ or Sandy coded message said she wants to come back. But Bridget, I am unwilling to leave you a year willa, a bit me a secure war. It's baby original, Jina Honoma. Yentwaso, na Yankayo Mount for say,
heavily. It's an a perfect opportunity, sir. Stakeholders, no, or more same with farm. If not more, I hear reports over the years. Now, so reports we gather dust. I am who be because we be obeying who first hand. Dear Kosona, I'm entreating all the stakeholders. Say, they have the luxury of driving in vehicles that can cut through whatever obstacle in Shonobe Kriti or Man. It is, I mean, they should let Ghanaians see them at least taking a tour of Greater Accra region to see what is on the ground. So I mean, I'm sure if they go around to see what is on the ground, I'm not sure we'll be talking about building 111 hospitals tomorrow. I'm not sure we'll be talking about you start. You start. Because at the end of the day, if I start with Sikana Wamame, now it should be me shop no kwa. Be me business no kwa.
All right. Mame, and to us remember shortly. Now, all these comments, I believe, sir, and the welfare, the plight of, and it all falls on the same programs. Yeah. NAPCO, and you are mentioning you start. NAPCO for one more, train tree, one more say, one more sick as Sisiade, a yabru almost. Now, and and several other matters, including and film boom. But no matter what we do, we all face judgment. It's even harder when you are a mom and people tell you how to care for your family. As a mom, providing the best for your family means relying on your inner strength to make the right decision at the right time. And when it comes to food, you can rely on Tasty Tom enriched tomato mix, enriched with fiber and vitamins. Tasty Tom is perfect for giving your family nutritious and delicious meals. Tasty Tom enriched tomato mix. Strength comes from within. But then a month will be videos because you know a gusua eto name or network data no a running kitty say a ye will be HSina Naminia when you asem. I don't see in an pay I was open big time data and I said Sikakoko or Airtel Tigo. We need Airtel Tigo SIM card Nezemia wala one away your home. Having a variety of best options to choose from without hassle is like buying delicious watching without long queues. This and many more are what Airtel Tigo offers you. From conveniently enjoying huge data on Sikakoko and more data on big time data bundles that do not expire. So, what are you waiting for? Get 165 megabytes data for only 2 CDs or 665 megabytes data for 5 CDs or even 1.5 gigabytes data for just 10 Ghana CDs. All on big time data bundles. Dial *11# to buy your favorite big time data or Sikakoko bundle data and enjoy amazing data offers. Airtel Tigo, life is simple. Now, I'm going to say insurance no etono, but more than so be insubi na one. Your day must always start right, and if you will start right, it will start with you drinking Awake purified drinking water. 330 ml, 500 ml, 750 ml, and 1.5 liters. Now, see, one more than 19 liters jar. Abeka huam, a month for bit me to be na one more suno, one more atonton say, oh yeah, a year wholesaler and as a retailer. Ninano, obit me at to be now so delay in this product. Now, the beauty of buying an Awake purified drinking water bottle is that onum bakwa. Omutis can be at the National Cardiothoracic Center or Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Yeni anama one more kuma woman baby kakra problem kakra then Susika Semuntino, one more and take good care of themselves. No, it is KB Eco Bomo or the National Cardiothoracic Center and Momosuno etimi at the insure at the mat will be. And why not drink and save a life? Obetimi Affair Casaproco Company Limited, our 0262351251 and our 0272133373. Now only me Eddie, only more Eddie and Como Raymond. Be on standby for us a year NAPCO and who ends and semnum. Now happy on wheels a basu den Yamepa a year if yada a war a year Tema Community 1 Center a year TMA 4 ma Empire Adria, the shoes in Nano, a bre or man for our honum, and Happy Sports, bring up and put any team no, or more did you made in a bit free on the life, and a day abro. In Sempi, a Pahua Bain, Ninano, yet a broad life from a year Tema Community 1 Center honum, TMA, one more 4 quarternum, until your presenters in Ninano would be there. Until your tune suffer Philly, but more than I say, you come and see and experience what's going to happen there. HD Plus at Aroma and a Digimedi, the air bread on Mount 4, and it's powered by a happy 98.9 FM. Now, this year, 28th of May, now, the Salafest Intra Zongo competition, the Ashisheswa, the same venue, Ashama Zongo and Madina Zongo. Get ready and let's converge at the Tema Community One Center, TMA Forecourt, this Saturday, 28th of May 2022. Kaswa was fun and big, and Tema is going to be bigger and more exciting. 20,000 Ghana cedis worth of prizes and a big fat cow and a Siswa Yade Emma finalist no and Tieniano Yen Shannon so HD Plus at Aroma Tasty Tom and Afi Royal Aroma Fortified Rice one more Adaroma and a Digimedi Bro 2022 Salad Food Festival Bafira Yeniano Yen Shannon and so at an Indi Ebedi but Yedi Danano Yedi Scana Kakra Yedi ACA Sanya Ebewo Ediamayan na dachi ekobane se atorenchen bi ekosia anase yakọ retirement kwampono ye obibi ebetimi I rely on for our sustenance until otwedi amponyanko bebeka se kwame afide bra na me hia on until that time minia your investment with EDC womo part of a bigger entity from Ecobank Bank no na onyomo esan a minia womo ebecheche ekwan abetimi usika na esie na enya interest a minia ebetimi abawo enti bomodin say onyomo bedin komo okom website www.ecobank/swama or complete investment application form now you're good to go between from 0302 634 na onyomo edin komo EDC for say financial independence is possible with the right partner. Wait, the rest of the journey, no, me to them out.
So I mean, before me boy NAPCO ne other matters, no, there's a very interesting development. I'm sure you need free so but me affect here pa. I know a textbook approach. Bank of Ghana at the bar, almost person with the check inflation. So I mean.
Was it there?
Bank of Ghana.
Okay, before I would make a submission, fetch me. But will be the very important question we are sending me. I don't know, was only Fatima me about me. I say, why haven't we seen Choko, Bukum, and other coastal areas flooding? I say, these areas were well developed by the colonial leaders.
That's true.
And so that's how come, though they are around the coastal areas, we don't see them flooding.
Yeah, right.
Is that the case? Say Choko Bukum and flooding. Is that the case?
I just say beside Joycelyn.
I don't know. I don't know.
Where beside Joycelyn?
I don't know.
So no.
Well,
so I mean, so Bank of Ghana edited just say they've increased the monetary policy rate by some 200 basis points, and which means the cost of borrowing has shifted from 17% to 19%.
Yeah,
and this is geared towards checking inflation, keeping inflation in check. So I mean, only say cost of borrowing between banks and informing our decisions with.
Yeah,
and subsequently, banks borrowing to customers and businesses in their muscle are affected when these decisions are taken. Now, crucially, now maybe besides the Bank of Ghana, have they come down to the ground to realize, it is not as if, you were spending power. And you say, Sikana bro so, and I could joma shortage abanti, we are chasing the relatively fewer goods with Sikana because in practical sense, Sammy, the reverse is the case. Nearman adults wukrum. There's no food scarcity, there's no food shortage. Whatever it is that we the consumers, your cook room say in abundance. But the reason why we are not able to buy, they say, that is what is triggering some food inflation in the amount. Some every day over no prices no cost. Yenisika a betompu. It's in go. And what would inform this approach to tackle this particular kind of inflation we are dealing with? I don't think it's fair to anybody. Because when this happens,
are we not being told imported inflation?
Oh, Sammy, you see, Sammy, anyway, you see, we are not dealing with the reality. No, Sammy, but a very important say, Bank of Ghana behun say, you see, this only brings hardship onto the people, because I mean, because the salary need be being solo, or person mortgaging the salary against facility of Akwakoji or bank. Now he's going to take this money to be able to take care of basic nema. But Sammy, as we are speaking today, 19%, and the bank will possibly lend at 27, 28%. Sammy, to businesses or to to customers. So I mean, I don't think it's fair to anybody. And this approach, no, and you know never solve inflation. Bank of Ghana, they are ban, and they may feel say this is on paper. This is how to tackle inflation. But they should look at this particular kind of inflation and see if this is
technically too. If you think about it technically too, if you don't have the capacity to borrow, what I say, when you go and the interest rates are high, it's a deterrent for you to go and look for $1.
Yes.
What I say?
Yeah.
There's a convex effect
you see,
on business
as
to the decision that the government is taking.
You see, businesses at this point do not have the luxury to invest into their businesses here. They don't have that luxury. They are not even interested in trying to expand or to spend again, because almost every part of a business, they are being hit one way or the other. Whether it is whether inflation, and I say exchange rate is same, and I say import duty in any manner, they are being slapped from all angles. So even businesses are struggling to even think of going to banks or borrow. So I mean, this particular approach in Mumdi, I am not sure it will solve the problem. Otherwise, in the next few weeks, we are in the next few months, inflation will be cost through. They will continue increasing the basis point when it is not solving the problem. So I mean, I think that Bank of Ghana should come again.
Yeah, another bond issuance a year with a coupon rate of 25% or so.
That's what we read yesterday in one of the
okay, all right. Fire National Service Secretariat.
NAPCO trainees. Sami NAPCO trainees almost. But NAPCO trainees, no, Sami. I thought that almost 7 years mobile.
Debbie.
The release about press release 23rd May 2022. NAPCO Trainees Association of Ghana. Heading: we may not live to see the economy bounce back. We may not live to see the economy bounce back. NAPCO trainees are, through this release, signaling the President of the Republic that they are dying of hunger and may not live to see the economy bounce back due to non-payment of 7 months arrears. Following numerous calls on the government to attend to NAPCO trainees, which have been given, following numerous calls on government to attend to NAPCO trainees, which have not been given the much attention, spanning for about 7 months since the expiration of the 3-year engagement on the scheme, NAPTAG is registering its dissatisfaction with how things have been held in hiatus. Trainees have been plunged into a point of no hope as government has given deaf ears to pressing issues. The NAPCO initiative, by design, has helped beneficiaries acquire employable skills and experience for the past 3 years, and we applaud the government for that. The ultimate goal of reducing graduate unemployment cannot be materialized if these beneficiaries who were directed to remain at post pending permanency agreements are not absorbed into the mainstream work. There have been series of calls on government in lieu of the permanent employment arrangement, but to no avail. The current situation is disturbing beyond measure, coupled with almost 7 months of arrears. The situation on ground is not reflective of the promise made to invest in youth through job creation. We are asking government this simple question. Although we have been told of soon to come arrears and permanent arrangements, until when? We are sure permanent engagements. Or say until when? And then the question, almost 7 months, Sikano. Any promise say be found with you, my say Mkosi Daben. And then the question, and NAPCO trainees episode.
Into your mona, a pahwa Daben.
Yeah, and only asema NAPCO trainees ediaba.
Okay, NAPCO ana me jump here na me call. Bomo website. Brilliant concepts. Education module, Heal Ghana module, Feed Ghana module, Revenue Ghana module, Digitize Ghana, Civic Ghana, Enterprise Ghana. And I'm asking myself a lot of questions. A lot of questions.
NAPCO scheme.
Yeah, NAPCO. The various modules they were running, and they are running under NAPCO. Maybe a click kakra, a Hugh Ghana. Come on. Let me read a bit of the Hugh Ghana for you. Trained nurses and other healthcare workers in the Hugh Ghana program will provide healthcare delivery to deprived and rural communities across Ghana. Critical sectors such as emergency medicine and ambulance services, as well as first aid, are possible areas for the engagement of NAPCO trainees. Crucially, the application of technology within health delivery further enhances possibilities for effective utilization of NAPCO graduate trainees. The health module has taken note of the need for social care within the community, in particular, care for the vulnerable and persons with a range of disabilities, especially those within public institutions, and it goes on and on and on. Come on. We said you how many months?
7 months.
And imagine somebody on the NAPCO scheme. Now, that person is supposed to heal in 7 months. How would that person heal somebody in any medical facility across the country? How? How would that person be in that state of mind to be able to provide solid healthcare assistance to any medical assistant in this country? How? How do they go to work? How do they come back home? How do they feed? Well, you see, it is better to be on a NAPCO program than to be unemployed at home.
Sana Mukaya.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
I'll leave it here.
Now, employment no unye juma na oya. Apart from employable skills na ubenya no. Say SODD. Yeah. So these NAPCO trainees are saying that they are hungry. Say come ekum. Sami, until are you still telling me say better say me was keep no so than to be unemployed? Sami, I think that NAPCO trainees na nkasa no. Na Sami NAPCO omo obi odano as government appointee odano.
Say the various modules.
No, me part say omo CEO and I say
definitely there will be somebody odano. Certainly.
Ono na kitu no koda meboa.
I don't know.
But no, you see, Sammy,
I can't tell.
Oh no, but Sammy, you see, at the point when we were creating this model, when we were mentioning the numbers, you see, a be employee and I be ma juma. When we said say 3 years, and now after that, no, they go back into the world, back to where they started from. No. Now, I just say, "Benye sikane free him, and they are taking care of a car ebono. Where are we supposed to get the money from? What has happened to our arrangement as Isiano? I say, can we try? These NAPCO trainees are moving Juma. Some of them have been asked to stay at post in India, mano. Isiano, Capre can money be.
I'm going to President Kufuor. I gave an indication that a new employment scheme will be launched to tackle the issue of the growing numbers of graduates exiting our tertiary institutions with no job placements in sight. The president said that this module would create employment avenues and opportunities for young people who hold diplomas or degrees from accredited tertiary institutions, adding that NAPCO will enhance the dignity and self-esteem of our graduates and will also present them with the added benefit of efficiency and effectiveness in the delivery of some essential public services. President Kufuor was confident that by the time NAPCO trainees exit the scheme, which is for a 3-year period, the requisite work readiness, skills and experience often deemed a barrier to their employment as fresh graduates would have been resolved. We any asema on at the time of the launch of a nation builders call.
Sammy?
Yeah.
Years on, the scheme has gained popularity for unpaid arrears. Members of the scheme are up in arms with Abai because of music and buy. Not employable skills are makonya and a training or makonya in different ways and forms. Sammy, I know a problem. If we are counting the successes of the scheme now, Rebecca said, for most people who have been under this scheme, they've suffered more than they would have if he be can say omu nye juma mpoa. Rebecca said, omu breaker as he saying if they were even unemployed. Omu say they don't have any hope of getting anything from anywhere. So I mean, it's you know, and I make us say the model Lankasa no. Na Adrian Taichi no. So I mean, it wasn't bad. Okay. To a certain point, no. Ubeka say, if there's an opportunity to employ these people or absorb them into the maybe Omuye Jumawana, fine. But if they are not, Omuko Alta, what happens to them? What next? That was one of the challenges I expressed here. Then we again said that, okay, fine. If this is the model we want to run, then you should know that as a buyer, if you have to absorb these people into the public service now, wage bill now also who say, you are further increasing your wage bill. And that was when we were told, say, oh, NAPCO trainees there, allowance. Allowance no buy. It means that we do not have long-term sustainability plan for them as far as sika and if they are able to be absorbed into the public service. Then you need a plan. No. Again, short-term planner allowances and so no, and now be do people have to know. It is a scheme, no. Was it well thought through? And I mean, not NAPCO naba no. On them say and say mwana yakoye operation clean your front abuse baby. Another cadet corps. And I asanti atoho. They are supposed to be paid for additional omukwa kosia na omaba execute the ombe babe no. So I'm saying say another creation. No can ask them because I mean we'll get to this point. I mean,
but you see, there's something which baffles me. One time, me drew my junction, and I saw some of these, you know, NAPCO trainees attached to the Ghana police service. Well, I don't know whether they are. There were a lot of them, about 3 or so of them. Whether some of them are national service personnel or whether they are NAPCO. But I parked and I engaged some of them. And one of them lamented and told me how police recruitment would come with all the experience they are gaining on the ground working with the Ghana Police Service. Ebebano, Shim, Omunya Ejuma, into the Ghana Police Service. So that experience, that training, that they are gaining working with the Ghana Police Service, on the road, Ghana Armed Forces have started recruitment. I saw the announcement, I think, latter part of last week or so. If indeed the essence of this is to create job opportunities for these people, at least the recruitment process, some quota must be given these people for doing some sort of national service after their national service and acquiring training on the field to be absorbed.
So my question about Bissan say, Nkofona is here for mono. A ban scheme of things, eco police service now. Would most of them have the requisite qualification to enter the police service? No, would they? Most of them. If the selection into NAPCO Nankasano based on we be a school, maybe I will create here why are there. I will feel say this human resource what hey, your man opportunity, no nya skills be. Na you be a kunya ba another public institution bet me afana. Then we are possibly looking at even the model to even bring people into the scheme. So that this guy you spoke to, if Oyejuma ye in the school, or qualified to enter the police service. Say opportunity neighbor, now submitting it didn't say, oh, we are more NAPCO trainees, or more deal from the police service, or more traffic way, let us consider them for police service. Say or more academic credentials be matter in some of these matters. So I mean, maybe say modeler they recruit you more into NAPCO numpono. What do we look at? Foot soldiers, party sympathizers, or whom you know in Sensem. And so we relegate qualification and the credentials of Mukita to the background. Is that, you see, we'll have some of these problems coming up. So the guy has worked with Obi Ewakwano, so training as police. Akwenya he's not qualified until you stay on the streets. Or possibly, Yamamana Kofi.
Raymond, I'm the category of module qualification.
Good.
Educate Ghana, also open to all graduates, but those that majored in education, science, and computer science, engineering, that's STEM-related courses. Hugh Ghana, also open to graduates with healthcare training. We encourage trained nurses, midwives, medical laboratory technicians, pharmacy technicians, and others to apply.
How many of them are part of NATCO? Today as we speak.
Feed Ghana, open to graduates with certificates, diplomas, and degrees in agricultural disciplines and food science. Civic Ghana, open to all tertiary graduates of any discipline. Revenue Ghana, NAPCO for no revenue. How many this Ghana? Also open to all tertiary graduates of any discipline. And it goes on now this
police
enterprise.
Police Ghana fall under which category? Police Ghana. And
security Ghana.
Security.
Law Ghana.
Because digitize and enterprise anyway.
You see, Sammy. So beautiful. Yeah, so no, Sammy, beautiful.
Yeah.
NAPCO's penny.
NAPCO for Ketuano.
Yeah. Isaac, NAPCO for penny range.
Yeah.
I need that information to your friend is saying make my point.
Okay. Let me look
I
for
need
it
that
for
information
you.
to make my point.
For you.
Sammy, the whole NAPCO idea, no. I'm sorry. But I said we didn't we didn't plan it to the end.
Monthly, so from what I'm reading from City News, they are supposed to 700 Ghana cedis.
Thank you very
monthly
much.
stipend from what I'm reading from City Newsroom.
It appears say NAPCO was just birthed to absorb the thousands of graduates Omorie school munye jumanye abai cannot afford to absorb them into their various fields and pay them the required salaries. What must I say? Education Ghana, teachers, graduates who studied education. On to me inform secondary school, basic school, no to your more. I think I hear say at least 1,500. On to me to your almost ask and into what mumienu into 700 instead of NIPA 2 NIPA 1 budget 1,500 NIPA 2 moon watch 1,000 into nature say why employee then one high no. That was that to me it seems like that was the major idea. Say oh more we school more if you don't so into my NAPCO banner at least the canon getting na teacher mobia. Otherwise there is no you can say graduation point. Utubaya NAPCO consider being number one. Number two,
3 years.
They said that we are 3 years and we are now here then. You leave to go and look for your now is it the lack of experience or lack of knowledge? NAPCO, they are qualified people. They are qualified people. Other teachers now, and I said nurses and I said police for no. Omo for experience when he answer do more for more in their various disciplines, you know. What's my say? And you know the whole thing, no, it's not going to work. And the last now, I say it is better for government to create a conducive environment for the private sector to be able to absorb some of these unemployed graduates or youth and as a amount for no. Because our bank can never, ever employ everybody. Into the nafe no napko no kwe we choki. Na 700, you know. Me fan say if you were supposed to employ 3,000 people, now watch 700 now more instead of paying them 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, you know. After you are forced to employ 2,000. Into no I say about the boom, the 2,000 anka you couldn't have absorbed them into the normal you know. What's I before you are still paying the same, which is the same money you don't have. And you know, honestly, now you acquire, now you buy. Apart from that, this is a recycling of modules. And I don't know, Uncle see what makes you think that this way back Uncle see. And so unless you are putting these people at places where revenue is generated, they can equally now the institutions, you know, can now cater for themselves and pay for their things. Yeah, we'll keep going. Yeah, back round. Because after 3 years, you know, you want to now open a wing and after 3 years now, more people are coming out. They are also looking for jobs. Really, into we end up after 3 years, we are not want to continue. It is not entrepreneurship. It is not entrepreneurship. What Becca say, Nipana Kosia, Ariant, your uncle, or no some there. It's I don't get to the head and tail of it. It's not going to work. Please, it's just national service extended. That's it. And for how long can one do national service for? Now other national service for no more than again, put your number of people who go on retirement yearly as against people who pass out of the various tertiary institutions. Not just numbers in the Emachimawana. Honestly, we need to look for lasting, something that will last.
You see, Fati, I have said many times, government has no business trying to create employment. Government has no business. None at all. What does government do? Government, what you want to say, you make the private man and his business grow, expand, blossom, to employ these graduates and pay them well. After that, you, this government, after creating that conducive environment, then you get your taxes from one, the employer, and those people being employed. So you get your money from them. But in our case, what is happening? Businesses today, from just the 200 base point increment of just a monetary, two bases, is it two, right?
200 basis.
200. Just that alone would mean that now businesses are going to be stifled.
Yeah.
A loan that maybe just a few months ago, you're getting it for, let's say, around 23%, 21%. It won't be that again, 25%. The value of that money has shrunk from the onset. Business now, the businessman at the end of the day would have to make his profit and pay the principal and the interest as well. How does he do that? Prices of the commodity must go up. So how do you attempt to cure inflation? By boosting the things that make inflation thrive in the first place. Government is caught in a web of the dog chasing its tail. Obeko round, sa. But Raymond, imagine a situation where government says that, look, and this has been my position, that I am cutting down on my expenditure plan. My revenue target I've set for the years, yes, I want to make that revenue. But this is the time for the private businessman to grow, so as for the prices of their wares for the prices of their goods to come down for the people to have some relief. And so the huge tax burdens at the ports, government begins to do something about it.
That's correct.
On the contrary, we see government so eager to meet its revenue target that it is a cushion and a porter, I'm offering a benchmark value that these private businessmen were enjoying. Government say, the near 50 no, may eat 30 free so. The near 30 may eat 20 free so. And so go and see the jump in the prices of these products that were coming into the country. So how then do you tell me you're fighting inflation? How? By the way, is it the fault of the private businessman that the Ghanaian cedi is not stable against the dollar? Is it the cause of the private businessman? No. There's a Bank of Ghana. They have a responsibility to ensure, say, you see, are you stable enough against other forex? And remember, you see, I have heard Guta and the TUC made the case that, look, how about government decided that, look, we are going to trade now with the yuan. After all, majority of the business we do is with China. Majority of the importation we do is from China. Nobody is talking about that. But the government knows best. Me economics na here na mission. The mission I secondary school kakra na na dey hear me ho 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
So I don't know our church no. High cost of production eduku business no. Obe producing yamano at a high cost. Even if you were to go take a loan from the bank to cushion the business ne kakra ampo. It's going to come at a higher cost. If he insists on taking it, that cost no be shift my consumers no. So, Sami, sikana yen nibi no. That is what we have to use to go and chase these expensive products. Ultimately, and it's not as if say high cost of production is preventing the businesses from preventing businesses from reducing or producing. No, Sami. High cost of production notwithstanding, no. Commodities no good market no. Oh, you shall benya. It's not as if Niamana yet on a scarce. We get almost everything we want. But your price is not you're complaining about. So when inflation would have been more money chasing relatively fewer goods, we have no money chasing high cost of prices. That is the definition of this inflation we are dealing with. In total oil and about 12 cedis, or Chinako 23 cedis. It is not that the oil is not there. The oil is there. But you don't have the spending power. So as to how Bank of Ghana will sit down and figure out, say, the same old way of doing things, increase monetary policy rates by 200 basis points. I mean, they increased it first time, and they drew 17%. Yeah. If it solved the problem, I'm not sure we would have gone to 19% today.
Yeah. Well, you better not know nearby a bar. You better talk about train so. Welcome back to the Happy Morning Show live on ETV, live on Happy 98.9 FM. Imobia Akwaba about Chimedino Eso. Yani Enya Dennis Opoku Katachi ND Nkomo or National President Emma Natak. Yenino Indian Command. Dennis, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Na anapo mbom ti sen.
Nyame adome ho ye pa na monsore.
Ihu mu kakra. Dennis, oda so kwa adwuma.
Me da so kwa adwuma pa. Me nua eye na co trainees ye follow the directives from government through the NAPCO headquarters to say we should remain at post pending permanent arrangement.
Dennis, ukuta aye certificate ben.
Me kuta HR. Human resource diploma. All right. Now, according to my statement, akatiasem ya kwaye bibia ewo honum. Ma nchechemu kakra. Yes, according to your statement, as you said, it's true. I think last year November and directives eba after say program no end October. Now at the end of the day, directives no say we should remain at post pending permanent arrangements. And the colleagues remaining at post from last year November to date. At least 7 good months in yenya stipends there, which is very unfortunate. Of course, Indian economy no at form as a result of COVID-19 abe affected global Ghana so ekahubi. Another Danko Kufuado on several occasions on many platforms sure Ghanaians say nipe wudi won't mean money and be name of economy in form were competent enough to bring back the economy, which of course but on the more serious note, on behalf of NAPCO trainees are remaining at post for permanent employment and then following the directives from the authorities now. The catch and another Danko Kufuado say if care is not taking his own chair, we may not live to see the economy bounce back.
Now, what have you been told as to a delay? You can't want to say, didn't you? And a music number
delay. Wow. I don't want to say it is delay because delay been 7 good months, but as we speak, all engagements we are giving a feedback say all issues are being worked on. We should exercise patience, and we think that 7 months is too much. That is why we are supposed to come out that way.
Clarify point in my Munianoma, you find somebody more on contract. Yeah. Because you have been told you should stay on until more permanent age ever. But Munianoma, one more survey within the 3-year mandate no more. No. And would you happen to know so much your market on about?
Munianom here for her.
Unse Momo de you find some I exhausted more 10 one. What I say? More survey until further notice ever catching so you're posting Makosha and I said Makosha. But those who are within their frame say they are working as core NAPCO people, no? One more market you are saying?
I don't get it. What I want you to also get it, Nese. NAPCO, you need 2 categories.
Okay.
NAPCO trainees are together. And see what I know, Nese, as such, last year October program that's what scheme no. We are told to remain at post and therefore you need one more. Please.
So what's the point I'm making? I say, they make any. Who's a more? You find some contract and yeah. But there are those whose contracts have not expired.
Who says the contract has not expired?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
And see,
your contract no expire October.
Okay.
And a scheme no so abra contract no expire and we are being advised or directed to remain at post.
And
so we don't
after,
have 2 categories.
After Momo Batch, there hasn't been any NAPCO recruitment.
There has not been any NAPCO recruitment, please.
After Momo Batch, no?
Yes. There has not been any NAPCO recruitment.
All right. So then, thanks for the correction then.
You're welcome.
Maybe Sasa, what's the way forward?
The way forward is what we are talking about. Now, program we are being advised or directed to remain at post pending permanent arrangements. 7 good months. Authorities are aware. We have some people who say the program has collapsed, it's no more. So but those who have remained at post pending permanent arrangement from last year November to date, dear, the authorities are aware. There has been several headcounts. Authorities are aware this section of trainees have remained at post pending permanent arrangement and they have not flouted our directives. They are there. Timesheet submission and ordinary things validation are with the authorities. They know one remaining at post from the last year November to date. Now we are looking forward to your first ever press conference to also pour our grievances to the public and to the government. If for all these things our next line of action will be defined and of course will be communicated to.
All right. So what kind of permanent arrangement? What does it mean?
Permanent arrangement.
Yes. Say, my future.
What does it mean?
Yes. That's what you're saying.
I mean, this was the directives from the authorities. So how do we understand it?
So what have they
Not
told you
what
is
I
the
mean.
meaning of that?
Or- Come again, sir?
What have they told you is the meaning of that?
I mean, remain at post pending permanent arrangement. It tells you that there are some what do you call it, processes going on, which of course a permanent agenda no abaso. And of course, let me clear some things here. One, a permanent employment. I want to also say also well, we are all learning from each other. Permanent employment to me is not being on the payroll of government, unless you prove me wrong. You can say permanent employment, and you say a buy no do to payroll so. Because I can call it permanent employment. Because I don't think say me nyeska could be a juma, na me ye juma baby. Na aban so from a juma. Time ben am de be kwa aban de na time ben am de be comedy. Fine, me to me a comedy after say me we aban de no man say bo 6 o'clock na 5 o'clock na 4 o'clock anwumra ma pon adwuma nti me ko me so me de no de fine. But I don't think say permanent employment you say aban de to payroll. I mean these are some of the issues we need to educate the public. You can't permanent employment because I know say aban no edika can say one permanent employment agenda no. 3 things. Number 1, a permanent employment under the public sector, permanent employment under the private sector, and entrepreneurship. You start and a bit take over. So we are not training. We move back. It is permanent employment. And I don't know. Say say permanent employment. Only your friend say I buy pay rules on Kwandia. Then you justify for the public to know.
Is that what you are guessing I'm saying?
No. A way of communication, I'm to say if only you also have a different thing, say, and yes, then we advise.
I only asked a simple question from you, Dennis. Say, what have you been told to say permanent employment? And that's not what I asked you.
Oh yeah. And I may say
it was a simple question I asked you.
We have some people. That is why I went on to explain. Man cannot permanent employment.
Now you are speaking your mind. Listen, Dennis.
The question a lot of people ask the same question, but almost ask the same question now. And how they explain it is different from what I explained. And to this time, if you have any meaning, be an anti-Semitic, I mean, why don't you educate the public?
Dennis, I only asked the question about what you are being told because I'm not privy to whatever that the government has been telling you. And so, for purposes of education,
what I have been told, listen to me.
Listen,
what I have been told about permanent.
Isaac, let's proceed. You're moving on. Adino Fati. Anyway, I believe 10 minutes to end the show on a power saying. But the only thing that I sought to ask from the gentleman was, if government tells you, say, they are seeking to create permanent employment opportunities for you, what have you been told? It is based upon that and what Chinebi say, Koba say, the Omo Kaino and Yano and Womunyo ya, ibit me atnaha, Nyakasabai. This is what you told the NAPCO trainees. How is it, say, you're reneging on your promise to them? It's not for the NAPCO trainee to come and tell me, say, this is what he thinks government is thinking about doing. But well, you move on. Now, Yendi and Komo. 10 minutes,
as a interesting way.
If this is the attitude, I'm
just listen to me. No, Sammy, as a latest development, with regard to Ramsar site near Chimota Forest in Sensem.
I'm just saying.
I think portion of a release and APISA, the Minister of Natural Resources has directed the Lands and Forestry Commission to deem any ownership of lands, both in Achimota Forest and Sakumono Ramsar site, by the late Kojo Uswefi as void, and to take appropriate actions accordingly. For the avoidance of doubt, the bequeathing of their aforesaid lands, if established, will not pass any interest title to named beneficiaries in the alleged will.
Based upon what?
Nabotre, these lands, the subject matter of the alleged will, shall remain public lands, whether or not it falls within the degazetted land pursuant to EI 144. It says, I think, say, a developing story, but I would find the other parts. But interesting questions about they say. Now,
yeah. So if it is the case, say, Sir John whilst he was alive, had entered into negotiations with the Owu family. What I say, womo aye omo arrangement, what you say, at the moment that plot of land or those plots of lands are declassified, no, ownership comes to him. On what basis is the minister writing this?
Exactly.
Yeah. By the way, is it true or it is not true?
Where is the investigation?
That document that we are all referencing, Patty, how authentic is that document that we are referencing? It's for the minister, as he said, for the Lands Commission to investigate the authenticity of even the document we are all referencing.
For the will.
To come and tell us, say, you see, and this is what always happens. Most of you go for any investigation. Investigation, all the statement.
And now we are making it look like, Sabi, Papa na no coin we could be a man. What's my say? You haven't told us how he even came by supposedly owning part of the land. You are making it look like on one or could be a man who say Nissan coach and Yaji. But that's not,
and that's not doing justice to the reputation of the man.
Yeah. What if a new Owu family no wakaka say okay, since more China majimu bibiano, me person me to we wom into say.
And I make us a developing story about HBI would get a.
That is how we always jump the gun, and then we go and hit a snag.
No, but you see, Sammy,
explanations different ones.
Anybody who reads the will and knows the matters surrounding this particular property will understand what has gone on. And I'm sure in the minister Nankasano, I'm sure even before investigations need to be, he understands what has gone on. So I won't be surprised say sad directive where Abano. And you know the part that excites me is say for the avoidance of doubts, the bequeathing of their aforesaid lands, if established, will not pass any interest or title to the named beneficiary.
Finish your investigation.
So, you know, say investigations no cost.
Finish your investigation. Why this hasty statement? I don't know why. Anyway, let me just.
Any ownership of land.
City Nation reported the story.
Yeah.
Lands Ministry to probe Achimota Forest land allegedly captured in Sir John's will.
When?
Yeah. That was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
That was Enra.
Yeah.
Now, let me read a bit of the story. The Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources says it will investigate the document making rounds on social media alleging that late former Forestry Commission Chief Executive Kojo Wusu Efriye, popularly known as Sir John, included portions of the Achimota Forest lands in his will. According to the ministry, it has requested all documents related to the land in question as part of an inquiry to ascertain the veracity of the claims. The statement issued on Sunday, May 22nd, 2022, and published on Facebook page of the ministry said the ministry took a very serious view of the allegations. The ministry further added that this issue predates the tenure of the current Minister Samuel Jinapo. The attention of the ministry, there it goes on and on. So, Fatih, if you are conducting an investigation into the matter, finish it.
And to finish
the investigation and come and tell us, oh, this is what we found. And so based upon that, whatever agreements that whoever would have entered into Sir John is rendered null and void. And would agree.
As we speak, only one person, only one family has the rights or has been given any considerations.
You never may know.
Oh no, Sammy,
you never may know.
No, Sammy, property at Chimota Forest. Take out the almost 570 acres now at the Kwakwe Eco Park. And then the rest of the periphery, totaling 361 acres.
Yeah.
No other family apart from Owu family and they want exclusive rights to sell property to pay the leases that were granted and pay.
Now, Osu family, Osu, they know mechanics.
So I mean, as to how the Osu people have suddenly disappeared from the scene in this discussion, because I mean, these Osu chiefs went to one of our radio stations with a 1930 ruling that claims say per ruling Obroni Nidba, Owu family had absolutely no stake in that property. But suddenly Osu people have vanished.
So what they wanted to say, they have come to say.
Oh no, but
yesterday there was a story I saw. Say, almost say they didn't say something. I'll look for. Let me look for that.
No, suddenly, there were two people who brought a whole book, a whole Bible of lands that they own, reading a ruling. They brought a ruling. More claim said there were 15 claimants to the property at the time. And now buying person assassin. And they claim that the ruling went against the Owu family as one of the claimants, and the ruling went in favor of the Labadi and the Osu people, claiming that some compensation of our £21,000 were paid. I remember the Osu people very well, but all of a sudden, the Osu people have vanished into thin air.
No.
Anyway, Kwame Damte, the message you are sending me, my only maybe a problem, and I don't ever want to have a problem with Kwame Damte. Was it happy birthday to Mabel Ajenim Boateng? Was it may God richly bless you in your endeavors? From Kwame J. Damte, Director 1 of ETV. Watch it 3 points into the title no Akahon. Into Mabel Ajenim Boateng, maybe I will be anom. Kwame Damte see and wish you happy birthday on his behalf. Mabel, my name, maybe I will name Kwame Damte. My name. Nkomamudie
ase na mfa ho
o se ensem be ka se minim no minim nkomamudie minim text messages I will send wo but se Kwame Damte be so anopa na the message we say e be send me no ne se oni udi nkomo emu eden. But happy birthday to you, my dear. From Director 1, he says you are special. Hey. Problem will come. Aha. And I believe that a break ever my crying ama yedi media no SCM. Developing a story at Eba Raymond Aboso at the Amaro. Yes, yes, you go. Na yakudi na yashedi be free mo at the Abako. But Mary we more de. More de. Yo, how was the story we say?
Yeah.
Diamond.
Sammy, this matter.
Diamond.
Oh, come on. This matter is not going to die. Oh, Sammy, say, Occupy Ghana. I don't know if you've seen the story this morning. The course that you were making about the declassification of the Achimota forest. Yeah. No? Quickly, my main first story. I'll say, suspend declassification of Achimota forest. Occupy Ghana demands. And Sammy, just like you said, no. Almost say, pressure group for Occupy Ghana wants government to revoke or suspend the executive instrument EI 144, which declassified portions of the Achimota Forest Reserve. We write to demand that you revoke or suspend the operations of the forest, into bracket cessation of Forest Reserve Instrument 2012 EI 144, and the forest, into bracket Achimota Firewood Plantation Forest Reserve Amendment Instrument 2022 EI 154 forthwith. A statement from the group demanded. And Sammy, we are on course. We are on course. Sammy, look, nobody, even this portion of Yediama, oh, 361 a cramp. We as Ghanaians are not happy with it. And we feel, say, as part of your Green Ghana agenda, no, some of these greens must be protected. What am I saying?
And then
so,
people are now coming to justify by telling us that the place is not even a forest. Now, are we the ones who went to name the place forest? Yene yako for a honum forest.
Sammy, I think that we have to.
Yeah, can't Ghana forest. I war. Yeah, can't. And then I'm say the place is not even considered a forest.
Now, then in the document of Lands Commission,
it's your friend is saying.
Go back.
In the document of Lands Commission, forest.
Why would you not come and ask me about say it's not even a forest?
Achimota
Forest it's not even a forest. You know what we want to do with it now. We can do with it because it's a forest.
Sammy, then it's your toy. Concrete jungle. Look at the effects.
Forest.
Well, you never see ana nyame pochina yeshia na so twiri ampon e aduma yedem komana to aso.